Romeo Lavian and Wesley Fofana Oma Yomodin at the Afrimu and until players no there says Chelsea I register a new players at the Afra ko Palmer mo coach initially yes on for mon travel enti na opeke no choose games are omo ebebo says I do not cut face no one year ho a obetima Afrimu and into Chelsea omo update omo squad omo e dey ball the Europa Conference League yanko Saudi omo a Pro League no enra Al Nassr and Al Fire and a boy Emma Al Nassr e share kamiensa and Al Fire omo entimi anti John Duran or your former Aston Villa player now or joining a year Al Nassr away and in the first game at all ball in the Saudi Pro League. We didn't camp at the Abamon in the Asian Champions League. One shogun so Enra a 2 clear goals and our share said here our Kessben television. So on his debut, our Saudi Pro League Wabot Brace Cristiano Ronaldo and so at the back source into 0 goal no and our Kessben. So Ronaldo so far was 924 goals. Now only say in fear Ronaldo every year will go from age 17 to data on our 40 years. Ronaldo every year also go all 17 years also go 18 also go 19 20 21 copem 40 or din bare 3 days ago no ninyina every year or 20 and Ronaldo go no and our Kessben. So now Ronaldo mame celebrate go no pa ya mame Dolores na our stadium hall Ronaldo I can only 66 na the target of reaching 1,000 goals no or also at me achieve now last year basically this year Ronaldo about 31 matches was 29 goals why 5 assists at age 14. Now unim said you see this year Ronaldo matches are Buono goals are all shannon papa until be at the credit Emma 0 40 years Nelson Stone or score and when you go no and our Kessben. So and run England FA Cup 1 match about so Manchester United and Leicester City and a boy Leicester and they share first goal and no Bobby Reid and Joshua Zexin I better take out from the bench Harry Maguire time now soon 90 plus 3 free kick say no offside now. So at this point Vernon and United among 3 redeem goals I play free match and over our Kessben. So United from a goal down and by 2 goals to 1. How Maguire go no na a offside na a free kick pejano na other offside position and on head there and I'm say Vane enya jumenti akọ in United a favor right after the game and your manager Ruud van Nistelrooy din komo and you can say United for no e can say go no about our Fergie's time when you say United and I say Alex Ferguson pro match now very late bet me as going to and let's go no I must say go on about Fergie's time or so there be wait I'm a Fergie's time na born a offside VAR and I neni huntia momientie Ruud van Nistelrooy coach at the Leicester City Enra Obishan former club.
That famous phrase, was that tough on your team tonight?
We're not defeated in Fergie time. We are defeated in offside time.
No VAR in the FA Cup until the next round.
But this wasn't necessary. Look, VAR you have in a couple of centimeters, couple of inches. This was half a meter, clear in line. That's a hard one to take because the team deserved the draw in the end, the extra time, stay in the game. You never know what happens. Was a very good team performance. Started really well, pressing the United.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, former player Man United, at a point obey stop gap coach Emomunti Enra. I'll come back to Old Trafford near the offside goal at the Arsenal. Also way and you forget time. A offside, a referee no omo enfum so. Na Ruben Amorim, a coach Man United Enra. Or started Patrick Dogu United new player no Nelson Buono out of position player no a left back or Buono a right back into wing backs and so to me but getting the entire coach necessary a lot of players on positions and right all park and so na Amorim Ruben coach Man United after the game no which they
sometimes it's just control the ball, to have the ball, don't give the ball away in the first pressure. So it's the small things, is the big things, is everything.
Is there an expectation maybe here, especially at home, that some of the players find hard?
No, I think is this moment. Of course, is hard away, but especially at home. But we have to cope with that. So we'll try to do it next game.
The thing is, as well, you've shown that cup spirit.
Man United, emergent players, as a normal with a lot of energy into coach, na onye happy kura. And on a legend, Man United, I'm a former captain, Roy Keane, Enra, na oye pandit. After the game, also the United won ya pa. Enra ball, I'm born radio. On one show, hey, chances creation, na Edin say United, about me accurate. Roy Keane, United, I'm a legend, Enra, one messy west. Come on, me and cop na yintino.
He's really frustrated. He's frustrated with the performance. And he mentioned there about having no energy. That's the bit I don't understand. Whatever about the tactics and players trying to settle in and lack of confidence and lack of goal. But you got to play with energy. I'll go back. Your starting point's got to be energy and enthusiasm. And then you take it from there. But if you have no energy, it doesn't matter what system you're playing, you won't get near anybody. He said, obviously, in possession, out of possession. Like that. That's damning on this team, because it's well and good playing in possession, but you have to close people down. We saw Leicester were getting plenty of joy there today. A really good. We saw two bad teams out there tonight, basically. But any team with a bit more quality than Leicester, obviously, would have.
I'm a legend, former captain Roy Keane and Enra. What it be Eddie Ama United? A place. Nahar Magua 90+3. Onya den match winner. Deep inside stoppage time, how Magua Kasaye. Now United players no or the message more and now analyze a match in the VAC quite how Magua Ninsemdi.
Is that our body language is maybe a little bit down and lethargic, but we need to win games to bring that back, and we'll do that.
Well, what can tonight and the manner of the victory, the Fergie time victory, do then? And of course this competition's so important. It was last year, it must be this year.
Yeah, of course it's huge for us. Where we are in the Premier League is nowhere near good enough, and we know that we're in the Europa League. We progressed in there, and we want to take this competition really serious, and we did last year. We obviously the holders, so no, we have a big responsibility to perform in this competition, and no, we look forward to the next round now.
Why how Magua on the machine Emma United players no omo enyi no ho na also United League no omo good enough modern form Europa League no omo the knockout phase and FA Cup on so the next stage it players no and you know year papa yen so enko Arsenal so Gabriel Martinelli wo prior our Arsenal Premier League game no say or more than 1 month on to me can because of injury and also applying a hamstring games Obemeseno Leicester City, West Ham United, Nottingham Forest, UEFA Champions League round of 16 game airball Obemesi game against Manchester United round of 16 second leg so to me can for Chelsea match no mebo in the Premier League so Gabriel Martinelli and so intimi embo yen twaso was Spain, Real Madrid as well in Vinicius Junior, Madrid, Esrose, Nahana Saudi for no, Elisika Kessben, Abe Tamle de Nakonit in the contract no, or Mana Sinkonya, or more standing Eddie Honkomo, no so offer Madrid Eddie to Vinicius Junior Nimono. Yes, Vinicius, or Jenny Parson, Esicalisra, and Untin, or rejected first proposal, Madrid, or Mana Wakoma Vinicius Junior, no, and ya dear, on any agent no, or Mom, and so at me Assumpti Frantino Perez, Egusua, on a Eddie commercial by a boy no a stay na the contract no what me extended Eddie Madrid and then you ran and Madrid dabbing a boss so Real Madrid Hosum Atletico Madrid Carlo Ancelotti were supposed to have it as Enra and so what just said Real Madrid for no lusu mind Real Madrid for no aso margin say Carlo Ancelotti say obi adrin say Madrid person almost san eniema all La Liga officiate na enkoy no almost san DNT and a for problem we Carlo Ancelotti manager Emma Madrid.
I think Tebas can stay calm because nobody here has lost their mind. I believe what has happened in these days is simply asking for an explanation of what has happened to try to improve things, to try to change a system that, from what I hear, nobody is happy. Because we are not happy in this sense, I think everyone else is not happy because they think it is a system that favors Real Madrid. But the irony is that when
favor Madrid corona person Sunday man so clubs in boy have you Tebes Eman and so as Madrid elusu on my mind also be elusu in mind at Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti about any game no Okasaye Edifa against Atletico Madrid in the Madrid derby.
Points are important in this competition. The truth is that against strong opponents this season, we haven't shown our best version, but tomorrow is an opportunity to earn 3 points.
Have you received the referee audios regarding the controversial Mbappe play that you requested?
Where a Carlo Ancelotti game against Atletico Madrid, where the first Madrid derby are killing Mbappe, and so Ebebo only was the first round of the league, you know. One team more because of injury, no applique, and the match, no, the first time all bought in the Madrid derby. Simeone Inzaghi, Diego Simeone, coach Mark Atletico Madrid, and Yebisana said Madrid are completely off officiating. Now, almost demanded VAR. Audios Madrid against Espanyol Oreasin and saying and also on the response to question the amano or your focus and then Madrid derby so and which the Kobisa say and then Obepake bus no our Santiago Bernabéu so there on the bus and Ebeko stadium ho and or they are ground or the city so Obepake bus obe defend and on defend no or the serious there on Bertana bus mum na ede akọ Santiago Bernabéu akọ face Real Madrid omon a football club no yentoa so other stories are in Akipenya and then Hansi Flick omo ye meeting na meeting no enwemu asumdwe kra in Akipenya ebufu papa say coach no onye fair shows na kofa ne boy no obey backup say me lose me position ade amano ogidi pa say enye fair and coach no or sa selection no him on akwatena bench I was on no number 1 at the bar sentiment no at a points na intense na sa akoye kamamenka Hansi Flick na Akipenya and so akan am goalkeeper no or fan ho adwene say window ni bia obefree Barca omo club no and so akon one Laporta Barca president Frank de Jong Barca supporters ni pina edwa no say odisika kase pa na so debia na wopra the contract ebe run out 2026 na so internally Barca coach Hansi Flick and the president Juan Laporta omo Philip Frank de Jong ne performance pa and into the contract na head there Barca ne bekasa say on things can so na or extend the Enfa Emma club no weekend we Barca and Sevilla and airball Sevilla omo manager and the same P atudwa the din Ede Garcia Pinamonta coach ni chiremu Barca omo generation we omo ade papa how coach Hansi Flick all blended the old and the new Eman Kwadane chance Lamine Yamal the best by far league nations no be former Rafinha our form enti Barca team way any team on kwakọba obetimi anka say call for the 3 points and the match no omo best name Barca team no omo ehun pa way and nsema coach Ede Emma Sevilla and so Eddie Atuja Pedri a Barca player was signed a contract no until 2030 and or say no onyini no na any dream say obesi akan Eddie ama Barca na first time or joining Barca no na ogidi pass ho any fie I don't say obe stand dia 2030 ni dey any problem kwa oguso a enjoy ni stay or Barca omo enso so I very lucky say obo Eddie ama Barca because club near club that na kuma so ye papa na Man City omo Eddie Rodri aka almost squad ebe born in the knockout phase of the UEFA Champions League so even against Madrid so team amompo na omo they qualify there coach Pep Guardiola did pass tournament no enko na wiye de na Rodri team a recover na what team take part at the Ama City in the UEFA Champions League Enra Randall Colomwani Obo Brace or share 2 goals Emma Juventus na Juve din kunima kamienu Emma Como ate kanwe baako na onum se Colomwani or joining Juve no 3 matches and 1 ball and washer 5 goals and to Dusan Vlahovic the tennis bench no the Bema one better amount 2 years because Randall Colomwani buy no adwuma de oh be power boy way and Argentina J World Cup no Argentina France 3-3 last minute on any goalkeeper and our boy Emiliano Dibu Martinez save here na Johnny Juvenile goals no e flow say ya na Como for no agidi pass omonya penalty e be san penalty appeal no omo say ball no abo Federico Gattinsa enti Como agidi pass omo enya penalty e o match a omo elusu enoada sa penalty incident no and our Kessben so replay ni back obo say ball no e ball Gattinsa Fabregas coach ema Como was say referee no any VAR team no omo anya de crab boy na o say Como je nanso Federico Gatti a ball nsa no or so no on any day enye penalty because ball nsa ye intention on we oje penalty a enye nti replay ni nie ball nsa oye referee a enka obeje penalty and as a referee no making a good decision. Fabregas and Como for GD pass referee no wa run one referee no wanye fair to boy na also koje penalty and so ede emo na Dembele so afon to my perfra papa former Barca player no enwada against Monaco o share 2 goals PSG Esha Monaco by 4 goals to 1 NTSC 2025 ya just second month in any Dembele was 13 clear goals 13 goals and a Dembele was at the ama PSG a club no na last year before Saf no kola year was back to Monaco was mienu aditia Bobo Kwanidin at the Olympic Marseille Asha Baku against City or 1 against Rem Obo hat-trick against Stuttgart Ebo hat-trick Etia Brest and now Oshe 2 against Monaco. Now this year from last year this year we bought 27 matches we shared 21 goals and now we 6 assists or 27 goal contribution for PSG or a club in the form I was papa former Liverpool player your friend Luis Garcia and now other than one term Joao Felix won Felix or ball at the amount AC Milan on loan from Chelsea. Now, boy, no 25-year-old no, was changing class from Benfica to Atletico Madrid to Chelsea, Barcelona, back to Chelsea, and then now Obolon at the Ama AC Milan. Or say Buono there, no doubt. Joao Felix anymore. But now so the mentality, the attitude, and the mentality in team. Buono, one year, obey move from Club A. Na wako club B because or join the club initially be there now so all him no na or drop boy no in the mentality no or on and so intimi ensesa Liverpool FSA Omoma Salah contract extension 3 players are omo contract running out Trent Alexander-Arnold na Van Dijk and Mo Salah Liverpool FSA boys no ebeko for free to still on the contract no omo so omo any boys no and so edi hon komo ye papa Gabriel Magalhaes and Alpha Arsenal a player for the month January. Say General Bosom on only player the one and so 18 nipa Ben White. I join Arsenal Dubai we pray and Arsenal team more ball and fa Emma the Gunners and so Dubai no and so Tronia good news at the Emma Gunners now Santiago Jimenez a new AC Milan player and I said Australian players omu dream there. Okay, so we free man enye or join a club ketwa kra na obeka say from childhood na dream so Obama club no sabe pepe and Santiago Jimenez so aka say growing up osone nyina no na any dream many players no dreams do so omo ewo or say any dream pass obetime asi akan ama AC Milan now about into reality and run Bayern Munich omo share 3-0 omo le Bremen the boy yeah now so Joao Paulina and Sergio Gnabry and I'm saying now omo do omo nti sa match no omo enso entimi amosa game a course no and am our Kessben so yentoa so enfa leaks ne so dia and Bayern Munich omo share Bremen akamiensa omo entimi anti and no any match we so our Kessben so Harry Kane and our goals no na a flow ye papa and then about 2:30 Dortmund and Stuttgart ebebo na Hoffenheim and Union Berlin abo Freiburg ebetwen Heidenheim, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Mainz, and Augsburg at the better son. Now, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Eintracht Frankfurt, and so at the attack. So on Sunday, a Holstein Kiel and a Bochum. Now, IB Leipzig and a St. Pauli, and so I'm at their face. So Bayern Munich, 54 points. Leverkusen at a second, almost 45. Frankfurt at a third. IB Leipzig at a fourth. Stuttgart at a fifth. Okon at 209. 16th Haydenham, 17th Hossen Kell, and a Bohum Etratwo. Hurricane Asher 21 goals. Omar Mamouche at Johnny City now or Frankfurt or 15 goals and Sana or no Enso Echo and not that in the Serie A. Juventus Echo Shea Como by 2-1. Randall Colomwani ti Enra Obo Brace Emma Juventus Echo Shea 2-1 Ewa away. And then Verona and Atlanta and Airball na Empoli and AC Milan and the Torino Everton Genoa Venezia any Roma Ebebo Cagliari Everton Parma na Lazio any Monza and their first one Lecce any Bologna Brescia our Italian Serie A na Napoli and so any witness at their first league table Napoli Edikan 54 points Inter at their second 51 points Atlanta at their third Juve at their fourth Fiorentina 5th Lazio at 6th Bologna 7th AC Milan at the 8th Roma at the 9th Okotuhona 18th Parma 19th Venezia and Monza Chatua all just 13 points Rotege Atlanta Capo Cananieri or lead with 16 goals Moiskin Fiorentina was 15 Turam Inter on Ashe 13 Mademola Lukman and so Ashe 10 goals Italian Serie A Yentua so enko Spanish Premier Liga and no match so Rayo Vallecano Ashe Kabako Emma Rivera Dolid omo entimi anti ene Celta Vigo and Betis Airport was San Mamés Bilbao and Girona Las Palmas Ebe Camon Villarreal Ebo Eita Madrid Derby Real Madrid Ebe Hosu Atletico Madrid na Ochina Sunday Deportivo Alaves Ebetran Getafe Valencia Ebo Leganés Real Sociedad and Espanyol na Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Ochina Sevilla and Barca on Monday Mallorca and Osasuna Nebebo Real Madrid Edikan 49 points Atletico Madrid at a second almost 48 and March in the Madrid Evinia almost a points gap no Atletico Madrid Ebesha and yeah almost be taking over La Liga no third Barca almost 45 and a Bilbao and so at that fourth table no so already 2 now Alaves 18 Valencia at 19 points almost the 19th almost 19 and I feel Valladolid Echatwa almost just 15 now Pichichinon Lewandowski as 18 Mbappe as 15 any players are pray for the Pichichi our Spanish Premier League Yankon England FA Cup Enra Gamer Barso United as Leicester City by 2-1 now and the games are Barcelona Luton Orange and the Man City Ebebo Leeds United train Millwall na Coventry and Ipswich abo Preston North End and Wigan Asia Fulham Everton and Bournemouth Ebebo Burnley and Stoke City at the better so Cardiff Everton Birmingham City Newcastle and Brighton and Hove Albion Ebebo Nafim Chelsea and Blackburn Rovers on match non Chelsea and Brighton Hove Albion and so at the attack why and a winning some match non in the English FA Cup Nottingham Forest and Exeter Ebebo Crystal Palace Everton Doncaster United na Liverpool and Aston Villa match no so at me abasunti way any games are Barcelona in the English FA Cup you go wie all the French Ligue 1 Nantes Enra Brest Ekoshomo Ekamienu a omo entimi antina fe PSG eche kana ama Monaco team baako ene Nice ene Lens ebebo na Lille ene Le Havre e dia fe so Saint-Étienne ene Rennes ebebo na Ochina Sunday Lyon Aachen Rennes Auxerre and Toulouse Strasbourg and Montpellier Angers and Olympique Marseille PSG they can 53 points Marseille at a second 40 Monaco at a third Lille at a fourth Okotohona Jordan 16th Saint-Étienne 17th Montpellier and Le Havre Echatwo na Goke no Dembele was 16 Mason Greenwood and so Asher 13 goals of French Ligue 1 and many Johnny ye papa ya do dan ho na ya ko fan klato from Dr. Amagashi ye bape ye de more ebeto so stick and stay menu video non and Fenfria Kessben 2.9 crying 3.3 Kessben Kumasi keep your messages coming WhatsApp video line 0244 263-902 na fe o compose test there fafa 0551 444 933 and no any WhatsApp line obetimi do message at their facility Dr. Amagash yaso and I hear called near Kwakwaja. Stick and stay. Don't flip your dial.
Be a video moves on Tobago.
Yes.
This is oh yale. That's a yare hawa. Oba Dr. Magashwa. Yabema Hotaba.
Sam Ebeko. Nientiwe. Tina de brain.
And then the person Magana for you know who say Afia ye shall see opening Yadia and never man crofo blow on when he's adding to me. Yadia tating crofua can crofua to them. Any baby I was the two to say adie be a ye piano a ye bre any idea. Send pass a ukumu bra was sell datching. Yadia ebo ni paninano a ye what time kekena yareni peso wedding or money show. And to say we nipana sa way yaria. Ye were bre yarene buy and ye were bre was yarene co. And when Dr. Magashi may cause catch or say yadia bit will be so ne a ye pressure. Pressure bet me ama obra obedi wasase we so no ni nyina no eba anhwa obedi wodi wadaje bebrebe kwakoje pressure dru abra oba Dr. Magashi wa yebetuma ma wadru asa pressure na etini pedue ni mu no etimi afiu so diabetes ya de hani papa ebetimi ama obi wo no ma yetumi atwa ne nan ato agu obi wo no ma diabetes betumi ma de ninkoso na de efra eno no so oba Dr. Magashi wona se diabetes no glucose ni bi kura fra omoja bo wani so and acost pressure acost glaucoma acost etewo wani nkosu aso a oba Dr. Magashi wani ye mo wadru anu anu sa ha woni na fi usoko enti de e kan se adwuma ni bi okumase mazi makru and akra ye kaswa prison junction takrade ya pawan kejibri government school wo takwa ho nyina na eye bogo so power line sanso na techima fo nyina na yo techima hensa baby brigade ho na kasa wo ko Dr. Magashi ho opani yade a ye ka ne yade edin ne ye yawade ye kasa obi ye pani a eye obi opanyini obi ani wo beka se me panyini abra sebi na pomodin hu hia no se wo ye nipa na se wo ye pani ni ye panyini enti penyini no e was apomodin ni CPC so kan Psalm 90 verse 10 onyankopon se mfia me dia manipa no e was wudi 70 years so wo mfie no kura no sabi so want me wadi mana bro so kura no e was 80 years enti ene se de yade ha mrante no se de yade ha ema no obi on my infection infection kan gonorrhea ene syphilis no enu na mani be mani fon na efon ene be ma fon fo ho bebrebe mani hia na ehi deba de because of Johnson tentem when your prostate enlargement when your prostate cancer what says Johnson tentem one pe wasem obi on nya infection gonorrhea na inso so be no medru ebe tu ase no no medru den e manage and say nipa no ni mfie won ni be matumi fon eno na sa oba Dr. Magashi we mo odru asa infections ni nyina no e fru so ye de akọ ye wo ma bi o no ma syphilis any white ne odepui said the city did wo ho no a block wo ma wo de to the sense I wona was on e ban entuma enu na mi wokumase ma mi fi bogo so bai obai o si December ya na obaje awadru woni ni kunu na bai o mo baje awadru na tinto December na o wanyemo ma ode nyinse ne ba be kire se Dr. Magashi mo yade asema mpese me manipa hu ne se fibroid wo hoi ebetimi a block wa wo fibroid betu atete wa asase we so ahwa obeka se nyankopon bo oboni fibroid ni ye won miensa ye wo intramural fibroid subserosal fibroid submucosal fibroid sa fibroid we tumi man emma ni bi efu ye tumi akese enu no ba Dr. Magashi na se fibroid na mo efu akese ana se wa wo pen ena wo fu na akese a oba Dr. Magashi wa tinto time opening so kan twere sem na Numbers chapter 21 the verse 14 was so okan no nyankopon akode nwoma ni mu say wonam ehum tuo so na kofa ho hap akode nwoma no opede ye fi Bible ni ade wo so chene tum akode nwoma no wo ma ye fi Bible ni ade enti no mu ye e wo se nipa nyina ehu because omu trans hu se mu hu akode ngoma na yade abroad mo to no sunsun de mama enye ye enti Dr. Magashi de me kan se woma ya to yare ma omu spiritual sunsun mu no omu de yare na chinchin na yare na entimi nko yade abroad ma sunsun hye unkofo bro on ma mu problems no hu money shechire so okay Proverbs 23 verse 6 o say ndidi woni boni kraduane e ma okondo na dokodoko de ebia na oni oba bia twempra pe oba na e bayifo hu na mu no wajane ba hu mo walo ebia no be bia wale wo na twempra pe hu na mu no wajane be ma na e bayifo obekọ so awalo sunsun enti so anya mereke ba sunsun retumi duwachi edi hwambo empenfo bro on ma bo so okọ na yire hwana ne be ma adwo ebia no oba no spiritual marriage ye wa kadia ye de ka ye won haban ma ye de ka emewa brebe ma ye mre ni de wuri nyina no mo na ye the spiritual person omo ne ye den ekonya encounter enu na Dr. Magashi me koso ka kire ose so wo yare ne se sunsun hye kire afabra ye ho ene nyame ya dum ukobogo so nipa gu onye ya sam ketwa ena so wo be kuma se wo be ba abrantem Kumase obeba na nipa egu na ahwe na ofie kira ontu anko back bio number no eye 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 and ukọ takra de ho apawan kejebri hono kejebri hin nyankopon hyerepa ono na etwa asase aman se Dr. Magashi adwuma na mo ye no ye pese motri hu entu amay asase wo kejebri ho free science fancy hospital de ye ka chawo ne se opani amfo na kire ne nto aso Dr. Magashi de ye pese ye magana 40 ase ne se ebibidu ne haban makan a ye resa yale de ababedi ye ho se etwu ha obi ani nkosi ohu ade ye wo nante kaka no abrem wo to aso wo nan kokom twetwon wo sisi wo chinka sai me se obi a ne bema aye mre de ne de afon de bia me kotu quotation na ma che se kohwe asem se asem ne wo hwana Deuteronomy 28 or repeat is asem we and na wo kan Deuteronomy 23 the verse 1 na wo se de a picture ne hwewa emma nyankopon badwum and na Ezekiel 23 the verse 20 no wo se wo be kai wo mpra na wo be ba tefum ponko bema enti bema kra se wo be meswa ana se oni oba ntimi na hia asem beto because ade ba ko wo hye ne nso ne sem so okay First Timothy chapter 5 the verse 8 was so obi antumi anhwe ono ane nipa ni titiri woni ni fia we ni paboni ni e man de wo wiase nyina Nyankopon ma kwan se be ma wo wale oba na se edu anadwena wo tupuru mu a ma wo koto sre enko oba na sum na mumienu nyina nya adwenkro eno obeka on 1 Corinthians chapter 7 the verse 5 was ma mo mfa mo ho nka ne mo ho enti die ne ma obi de ne ho aka me ne nyonko eni se oba bi on ni feelings Bewe bi on ni be mani sanya juma fa number ni sisi ane ba Dr. Magashi wo yewo Kumasi Mazi Makru udu Makru jansan kasa uko old police house Kumasi Mazi Makru kasa uko old police house Dr. Magashi wo Accra munko kaswa yewo kaswa prison junction takra de ya pawan kejebri Techima Techima Hensa number no 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 etinipa hwewada ye o time a wodi be ye bibi wasase we so no hwe na yade wonfa wontu me kan Nyankopon se mpacho me de me yare entina me ntuma anya adwuma no dabi Jadi fu nyina obi o yale bia no bonsam na ahye ne kawa because bonsam kawa ye yade obemo wa brasa asiso me se to anamo ne bra Dr. Magashi ho ye Kumasi Mazi Makru old police house wona enu an se obefa number ne keke ne wo to anamo ye aba yade da wo so yade ya ento yade ya to ama osunsun me se nkofo bi won mo be maye mmemaye no omudu dem omu ye ma abontin na din da omu so enti se oyo oba na se bi ukunu ne be ma ye wo fom anase na honde wo fom obi a fiber de hanom oba woni atenka to anamo bra Dr. Magashi ho number is 0547 04 43 07 ana 0544 58 09 36 oko pristia fo nyina mbra takwa bogoso Pristia Fujina, you bogo so power line. Udu bogo so power like what? Biso obia said Dr. Magashi in an hospital no obia becho because yadie na sebi atnan kofo so ate yadie kum kofo ni masie yadie yi nipa efie ni gem di ko haw ni amanim no sa yadie ni nyina na anu edu abedum ho ta mala gbona mi anworo bela na nya nworo vigigi kwa doyo na be dikana kudo doyo yade boni pamani pafon yade yen fon yade eno no to anamon bra Dr. Magashi wom yade mani pa so te yade ye toma obi on ma besom da ne abone panem obi wako check ne so HIV obi on hepatitis B betum o fo ekese one very careful be wa adwen se obi na aba odua nya dua obi a hepatitis B betum mo fo ekese e betum on nasi nyina tatai so obi o hepatitis B a eno ne se obeto anamon bra Dr. Magashi wom ya kan yade bi se wo HIV opani de ye kan se to anamon bra Dr. Magashi wom me nya carpenter me nya fitani me tumi kwa fita for adwuma enti Yankopon de odema me se fa haban mani dubran ne esa yale number no 0547 04 43 07 0547 ye dwuma fiti juada kope memenda juada kope memenda nti se nipa no se wotie mi a branches we nyina no de hia no so beto na maba enam adwuma panti tra ne ekoso treshim down boy ya menene buy na no ya meka se wo sole hwa mo hwe ne mo maso no enne me de ne ko US asikire ne se on konko toto ne ma ho because o mo wo ho ne bebre na hie nduro no enti enne Isaac wo US de me catch on ade ye ne se ye make sure se ye nduro ne de ye be make sure se eduro ne be bia wo bia obenya ho faso because in haban man du brane de aba be di Dr. Magashi ho ti se yade ne to nu bi so na say stroke wa sori ne fa adwo ne to ase na nkoko mu twetwe obi kotodwe ase de nsuo ne gyinam obi ono otumi se ekuru ankasa wom onam agege gbogbo say nipa ne kotodwe na se ne sisi no onto anamon emra Dr. Magashi wo ye be boa no ema sa haw nyina efine so akọ ema ono so de aseda amanyame ye da mu nyina mase.
And again, ade na munye ina mun transi na fi yenye bia kama na fitin ekoso minim die tinye kwa na ekoso ima mu afa kwa aba program no so fana wosu dwumadi na eguso a yadi Ebro Free Kessben Television Kessben 3.3 Kumasi Kessben 2.9 Accra na fi muti anka biom e DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 emra sansu biom adumemenda dumienu na ya peja yemu enti free joda bepe menne memendai yenhwe na fi yenyi mu biom na kakra beka ho no yede beka ho na dumienu ya peja yemu ma breaking news enso atoaso ede amayen Andy yen kwa baro ne kakra bi emse matches ne kra de La Liga ne mu na oya yi kakra yeah oba England ya emse kakra bi FA Cup ndino yen pick kakra bi na yen na fi as usual yen refi na yen mehwe Pole.
Justice for Pole hashtag.
Justice for Pole hashtag. Kofansem pi.
A rival.
Yes.
A rival at least. In every revolution you need obia. Obitimi ejina na odi asesa niema. It's sad.
Yeah.
Family no money and people are not happy. So okoshe ball na jinu and say be betimi ato. But the reality is that if you look at the number of meetings among for ahokeka IGP say your stadium na ye wa na obi amfa ho nyina all of a sudden say obi afa ho
yes
say park ya sebe na enya papa obetim dia bobo nyina esi age no Ghana ni bia oba bia hwe say you benya very good pitch and so have a conversation nyina akwa say you benya 10 teams ni ebitimi abobo papa dia obi aye okay with that nti you know, let's hope say you be na pole din so na assess everything in our football because I can't 2 years not the tenure of office for this FA and it ESCO members na by we let's hope say you know aban no any FA no enyina beka bom na yetimi atiki measures ay football no enko back because you na time with an expose you na time with the normalization committee ningina eti yentimi an reshape football so let's hope say dem abesesa
let's hope say pole I hosem said Andy Kano ema obia busua no titru nanso ye begina so e de asesan nyoma pi akwa ma outside stations ahodo television and radio akese omnyina no mention sa pole issue edu wiase babia.
I granted an interview at US on Thursday. China me granted interview at London. Still ningina about pole
yes. Babia. Na authorities never had no emfa nyoma India grokra.
David. You know, IGP na SFM.
Yes.
From so how about SFM there?
Emfa nyoma India grokra. Na yeda IGP no so ase. Kwan ya wafa so asem we ode atuna koma so se opese odi hu dwuma pa.
You know why I did.
Edi nkan watimi afre pole ne yire. Afre pole mame oni abusuafo no ankasa tu abakroma bisia kotokofo akwa abusuafie IGP nakopon shira pa na so unim say crime scene for no be free crime.
Oh, I see.
And there was sunai, yeah.
Okay.
As you see, I make us say, the girl, no, and Jamo train kotokofo no. Omo 70 na omo ewo ho no. Okay?
Yeah.
Omo accompany pole. Say omo de ni pia, abrante ne pie be ewo no sekan. Na oba no so gina ho pa na bo. Abo kese a of fire. Ngodi ko pole so a abi bi attention no call ha kwantimi wo no sekan. Omo the girl no e kosa crime scene.
Okay.
Nti no omo hia bib no timinim se bia mo akọ mo nsa o ha no pay e osuai. Fuzi and I from just Fuzi so asem e ko ne banyina no. Oni police fo no a e osuai. Nti o mba be ko no ndo ma ko stadium ho. Na o ma ko ye investigations na dey kakra so.
Fuzi na bunafu kotoko circles chairman.
Yes.
Nti chitafo na ho no on da o ma no nti obviously obedi mu ntintima.
Sisi me ne kasa ni be 5 minutes kra.
Oh okay.
O frame me na o kire me ne ma o be ya no pe ni ade nyina. Nti na kire say police o mo fa asem ni dia bro. Yeah.
There are other details in the course of the show.
Okay. Nti minim so betima boss wa na yam kwama no ka kra bi mra because wo so ni say calls you the far now the far.
Easy. Wow. So far the meme correspondent ho no mo de mama ni say said na wo ka no omu beja pole kwan na awuraba no ene no struggle no awuraba no fa bo no omo attention nyina eba ekọ awuraba no so ena abrante ne be wo sikan no ena Habibu so abrante na taade mu enko peso otwe no to ma sikan no so na esi oja no no de mika koy but one Pragia ena de abrante ne ba stadium honum not at the beginning of the game getting to time apole AP na no Pragia ne babesi abrante
na tese o ma arrange a plan ema owo ha baby ono ma plan some be sa
ona ye killer nti ono no Pragia na den ba Pragia den ba ne ya che de ode no twi sa Pragia no.
Oh okay ya che de no twi sa Pragia ya abrante
ne den ba e ma ne be wo sekan. Wow. Eno anipa 4 na omo chi om no na ye ma 2 mema 2.
Okay.
The other bema oka ho no for the information I'm gathering Pragia no owo sekan wi no dwane ko hye rem. Enti ofre nyinua na nyinua di moto ko rem ho. Ekofa no from rem ho. Edina koy.
Okay.
Into nua na ode moto
kind of war police kind no. Dwane ko hye rem.
Dwane ko hye rem.
To ofre nyinua na ode
moto ko rem ba bi o hye no ekofa no. Ninua na odi moto koy no nso eno amachi
wow.
Nti eno a wo fia pre circuit court no o ma remand omo so omo mbra Monday omo do omo besa aba out
court. Okay.
Yeah, nti I think that they can say additional information say omo do omo be call the crime scene no ma ko he
say fuzi so omo ha omo twa baba no ma fro omo anti omo twa so ma be ka omo so no ma ko zuatre
MCCC baba idi mu ne we mu nso so bre pa because wo kuma se ani afro bra sunya ko ne aba nye easy sunye easy cry.
Wow. Enti obasan si asem we so
along the line
because of the show. Nafi ya brobo so a kopim no ebeso 05515 99933 05515 Mumfa messages no Emra Samsung 0244 263902 and so a video line with the messages no afaso abrain. Okay, Andy, yam kwaba no nika cry na
you know Madrid day bi na baso e was Santiago Bernabeu. Now obi a was study within the last 2 weeks. Ade Madrid for no ya na say omo chirempenin for more speed. Say referee say the game sitia omo. Inti ekwan on be fa so asesa the level of officiating in the Spanish La Liga no. And only ade a Florentino Perez eye ho adwuma. Tina no the statement koi say executives are no mo ne Enrique Neguera eye adwuma no omo da so ho. Inti company mfo enyo say executives ni mfo because omo ka ho bi ene ma matches Madrid de Buono referee editia. Na sa koto aso Alejandro Ruiz Munez ewo RCD Stadium okodi Espanyol ne Real Madrid ne certain incident see o say bu na ne go so ena general Madrid fo sha say omo ebe cancel bi ata de wi ata ato ha bi tebes mo so omo mfa ho de omo ka bi omo nka na obi enu say Madrid ye one team a they enjoyed when it come to officiating so far as the Spanish La Liga and European football are concerned. Game beba so en enumere o Bernabeu referee obedi game no the Burgos Bengochia Real Madrid for na chase en no mo de matches a wodi e de atia omo na omo yi ni TV so obi ahwe bi se Javier Tebas en en mpanim for head akwakoyi referee obedi game na tia omo en e de na ba because out of the 5 games referee na edi no only 2 pe en a Real Madrid team ya win. Until Real Madrid before the kick-off, Omashas here with a protest. And no Kwana Echo. And you know the political side of the Spanish game. So if your position at Atletico Madrid da, now here the position at Barcelona da. So Real Madrid and Timia winning this game, now Barcelona Corenia. Points now Babeka Bacope. There will be so much pressure on Carlo Ancelotti and the guys, and especially a situation on mobile game, no more players in the Chilodie, a quite inside them in this also. Into no near my echoes. Atletico Madrid on the other hand, so show more games on my bonnet this season. Omo de bona so ani. Na the last defeat I was 15 January against him my friend in Liganis. 1-0 Omanti SABC na the country omo lose that particular game. Apart from that, omo de bona so ana so ani. So far Madrid at the Bernabeu, the last 10 games back up in the Spanish La Liga omo team ya win, and that was a game against FC Barcelona. Of the two, also picking the last 4 games in the La Liga, Omumi Enuaba, Diego Pablo Simeone enya defeat at Chelsea, Atletico Madrid agent a year. But the last time almost shared Real Madrid at the Bernabeu was way back in February 2016. No matter how weak the Madrid team no year, ATM for M fan Hongroso when it comes to the Spanish La Liga at the Santiago Bernabeu. Do you know how Madrid the team down in the last 2 years? Me who team in Europe almost central defenders April practice at Real Madrid. Game on Mubeboy, Lucas Vasquez and a ball right side. On the left, the coach is likely to choose between Benjamin Mendy and Frank Garcia. Central defense Rudiger, Alaba, and Militao crowd who are still acquiring them. So imagine Real Madrid playing without any of these 3 center backs. Now mumi na obi no ya available for this particular game. Enti ebekwa akoye Olien Chouameni and the Ruben Asensio. Enipa bebre akasa Carlos should give opportunity to the young guys because Barcelona are using Pau Kubasi and the rest. Enti obi e hwe Ruben Asensio the games that one na abo gina no or chese and more body training. But this is a test case for him at the Bernabeu. On it Chouameni. Obi anim say Chouameni has always been the weakest link alongside Lucas Vasquez at the right back. So ATM team na almost rotate and so Asha Marcos Llorente over the left side at the same Mandeva or Omuba Branti friend Galen. Central defense and so apart from Clement Lingard this season was stay fit. Obo say Ohana abrante friend Jose Maria Jimenez ababeka ho and one about say Lil Omar ababeka ho, but Clement Lenglet has been the consistent figure at the back. Midfield is on rotator and one who the captain Koke, who Conor Gallagher, sometimes who Giovanni Simeone, who Pablo Barrios, and then who Rodrigo De Paul. But this game, and I'm saying Diego Simeone would love to go in for experience, or Bebo De Paul, or Bebo Koke, or Bebo Pablo Barrios. Najira, or the Conor Gallagher Babesha the left side in the diamond. And in the diamond now, Obono. Obono say, or Bob central midfielders ever white. And to De Paul on the right. Now about Conor Gallagher, now about Koke Resurrection, and then Pablo Barrios. Now we just Griezmann. Any Abrante your friend Julian Alvarez who anymore. And it's a wash your team now. Baby a year juma with Jeno Black in post. Until baby a year juma and 15 a year juma and then 15 year workers and runners. And then 15 year workers will be Baba circulating ball. I bet dominating with full play. Now Buono or Baba Jabachel. That is not where the ATM team or my builder dear do. And you made for the Juma or Mobile ball. Madrid they are not similar to that. Jude any Bavard song at the same qualities no Modeba. But the difference is that Social Fedi Bavadia on the shooting here, the passing range here, Jude can hold, he can pass, he can score. Into also the 3 dimensions now over here for a midfielder, Jude Bebao. And Obia Washer Danny Ceballos. In the last few games, on the balance of Ben Finfio and also what that circulation and dominance midfield play. And these 3 against the 4, Atletico Madrid midfielder. Now there are 2 attacks to be a share. Griezmann Abba will experience Julian Alvarez and Statiye. But say do, o she baby Julian Alvarez about do say ya. Obi enim say Brandt na ye adwuma and what him dia warm himself into the team with Alexander Soloff and then Angel Correa on the bench. Inti bench ne kra no say she. So the 2 players freche na esa ba ni mu a and watch for ATM. The Real Madrid attack Vini, Mbappe, Rodrigo. 3 guys here the belly. The last one of course was Sevetas no. Mbappe Amobi. Until Rodrigo ne Vini the boy, and for me, that was the best Madrid game for the calendar season year. Osha from July bis from August bis na game Madrid the boy yeah me who say Madrid up game pa, and it was a game that really lived up to it billion. But this time the 3 players and Ebebo against a team your friend ATM or what it takes to stop them when they decide to put 10 men behind the baller. And yeah, na space is the thing. So betimi achomo with Julian Alvarez, you are sure say ATM betimi ato atana because on the original anymore. Na say what Ruben Asensio ne Chouameni e kan be them with Griezmann supporting him with his auxiliary role attack near sharp. Into so ATM team na chire na iche ye. Mfifi na iche ye animu na iche ye. But Madrid e chire na iche ye. Mfifi ne ye animu ne ye ja. Into sana ete eno ne ma Atletico Madrid e more that advantage. But the difference in they say Bernabeu there what they need to say Simeone was better head to head against Carlo Ancelotti meetings. But you know I did the Santiago Bernabeu and I'm going for double chance Real Madrid. A game ATM for the Bebo, but I don't see Real Madrid losing this particular game. Probably 1-1 or 2-1 for Real Madrid. Barcelona kwa PM Ramon Sanchez to page 1. No money Sevilla kwa boom Sevilla and so you one team almost suffer in recent times because said you no model nicity no model year juma any quality materials no more better be the market no say anti-sabiu e ka kitu abi in can lock by the class abe Johnny Aston Villa and kofa adil the see by ya oba be share chiri ho edema be team my friend Villa omuja na chidie offer the likes of Andre Pedrosa, offer Ivan Cremona on the right. No about Fanny Manda Gudej and then Log Bidi. A midfield of Lukunga, formerly of Arsenal, and then Saul New West. Saul and Timia Levu up to 8 billion. Say Enesa Genoa and Kaohe Pedrine, Casado Modia and Ka, Obetu Omonte. But Olusu touch no, abroad Johnny Chelsea, or call back on Sanfa, and Odiakopim, Sevilla was saying into Unya the Saul New West against Bayern Munich na. No more tricks and goals, no more long great shooting from Saubio. And they have the likes of So or more Lukubabio, or only one player was 9 goals at the Amatima, your friend Sevilla, and with Isaac Romero leading the line in the 4-3-3 setup over the call. With Barcelona, you know, she did the last 2 games against Valencia, and after the game against Benfica, a firepower and Hansi Flick, then Brand Tennessee anymore. And knowing very well, some other they bought against team your friend ATM BBB team, yes, you know. Sergio, Barcelona will be poised, so I'm bet me share. And Mother the best game, Nejabasa. Into whatever happened, you know, a best ginger the Barcelona boys, so I'm bet me a step up in that particular game. It is the Ramon Sanchez to page one, but you know, I made Teputima, your friend, yes, Barcelona, so I'm bet me a share. Sevilla and so Napoli ni odinisi enye game ehubia with the form of Napoli teams na di o machi no etetehwe Milan ni consistent Inter Milan ko pie mu Atemio Franchi ekolusui Moise Kean game of ball that day it was top ekolusui enti omo di Napoli achi gradually almost lepon kakra omo widen gap no there but omo against Udinisi, would hear the form of Adri Zambu Agiza, Stanislav Lobotka, Scott McTominay, Romelu Lukaku, David Neres, Michel Politano. You know, I don't think say Udinese were what it takes to beat Napoli at the Diego Armando Maradona. Make up for Napoli winning that particular game. Now, you know, one game, so the 4th round of the FA Cup, Chelsea versus Brighton. Last week, Brighton for Antias and Pa. Omuko against Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest for almost 7 goals. In Tinea better ever and Omu Rema against Chelsea. Almost so Brighton for you know. Apart from the 2 overhype attackers, almost so almost momentum progress. Almost so no issues when it comes to injuries. And to be able to Tariq Lampton about the left side of Pervis Estupina and Abreho. Etobi Abe who on the right side. Obo to Joel Vetima Besho Kakra. Obo Van Heck at the centre back. Sometimes Obo Louis Dunk and Finfin Obo you see Fayari. Obo the likes of Carlos Balegba. Jao Pedroba. Nadan Wubegeko. Namitoma Ba. Na Simona Dingra. There are a lot of inconsistency within that particular team. Into Omunyan is smooth to say the previous seasons. Chelsea on the other hand need to make sure say and Yama to Brighton almost betting at take advantage of that particular game. No more about themselves because Brighton is just like West Ham United game now and your Chelsea should be careful, especially on attack and Carlos Beleba. So who could be able to say the usual? They're not living more Chelsea will be in trouble. But you know, a game that I'm tipping Chelsea say they will win that particular game.
All right, Yambo soon crack up games now. Ebaso weekend, you know, and the game. Ade hunsam kakra enso ato ye ni mekwa wal Mohammed ho na ode Eura Africa kakra na fe issues here and there ye de hunsam enso abremo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra bounce as Andy Zuha wani will beat Atletico Madrid today no matter what they do. Hala Madrid bouncer the ultimate scaffold. New Achimota, no do a free ever, a free Liga. I'm saying, so it's Liga on there, need bounce and call. Free home, madam.
Achimota,
and I hope so. Someone who I cancel.
How can we visit Liga on put them?
Because I don't cross your friend if you come say, hey, it's Liga on our did one yan baby? We free also new Achimota. We need also a scaffold here. Julian Caesar anyway, and so Abreye. I'll say, please, can the crew kindly share their views on the following reform proposals from certain quarters? Among several other suggestions made earlier, 1. The Ghana Premier League should be organized by a different professional body to avoid nepotism and favoritism. Okay. Number 2, the league should consider a franchise-based model rather than a traditional promotion and relegation system. To achieve this, clubs should be required to pay a significant franchise fee, which will be forfeited if they fail to comply with the league's regulations and be replaced by another. This will incentivize clubs to maintain high standards and adhere to the rules. Okay. Again, it will help eradicate the inhumane quest for 3 points at all costs. Clubs should be required to meet a certain fan base threshold to participate in the league. Fans registration should be done by a professional body. In addition, these financial requirements, the league should also prioritize securing quality sponsorships that enable clubs to be self-sufficient rather than relying on support from the Ghana Football Association. Zuland, Caesar.
Sergio, last week in a very good game during the Soweto Derby game na course between Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. This week Sergio, and so another blockbuster game. Baso na way Mamelodi Sundowns hosting Orlando Pirates is top of the table fixture. Sergio, who had table now? Sundowns were 39 points. Omagada so far, and of course Pirates were 33 points. So 6 points and them in between. What it means, should Orlando Pirates get a win this week, Sergio, the points gap no are reduced about 3. Unfortunately for Pirates, since 2020, Sergio, Omuntimi share Mamelodi Sundowns LPSL mo. Since Gabadino Mohango's long go I course to 2020, Sergio, Omuntimi share Sundowns. So Sundowns now dominate. It tells you how said your Modia Monsa to the South African PSL so how to translate those magnificent performances from the league into Africa and acquire them until recently winning the maiden edition of the Africa Football League. One thing is Indria the backliner Mutobi Mvala, one of the integral members of even the South African national team, injury Hano this season. And no explains to you the reason why Nansen unten Hunu the backline. Grant Kekana etimia master the performance and the consistency. Obre Modiba and Kuliso Mudau have also been given top-notch performances this season. On Sheden who a lot from Tapelo Morena owing to deep in form in terms of Adia Ohenimo, but Marcelo Allende and of course Tebo Mokoena has been always the man boxing the midfield. With Orlando Pirates, I think Coach Jose Rivero has been gathering the pieces. This season they want to win the South African PSL, but in front of them is Mamelodi Sundowns, who have always been dominating. Who are two guys on Mama promotion this season? Meka Rebohile Mafuken and then Moka Mohau Nkota. Those two guys have been the revelations for the Orlando Pirates team this season. And Patrick Maxwangwan, who scored from the spot during last weekend's game against Kaizer Chiefs. They've given top performance for the team. And then one thing is Mamelodi Sundowns says how to deal with Tebo Mokoena deep in midfield. Make sure he doesn't box control the take affairs, And of course, Marcelo Allende, who is also very, very phenomenal when it comes to offensive matters and how he's able to drive the ball to take it to Omoamo lead the attack. Meka Ikram Renes and of course Obeka, the other guys in the front line. For me, Sergio, I see Mamelodi Sundowns as the team starting as the favorite, despite the fact that Orlando Pirates enya some couple of pieces in terms of form ammonia, at least getting that confident win ammonia against Omobitres rivals Kaizer Chiefs last weekend, or of course winning the other game. So and near one of the teams from Magada. But Mamelodi Sundowns after the last 6 games, winning the last 6 games before that one no to winning. So and no ama the top performance on us. So for me, I see Mamelodi Sundowns as the team I started as favorite. Game said since Tuesday and a ticket sold out. Game Buono but since Tuesday na ticket sold out. Ton ticket quite said who last week and said South African Football League is on the rise. Taka say leagues some of the venues you don't see much numbers in terms of supporters, but some top teams in Asia said you are expecting a huge numbers the various crowds. So Olaina likely say Ebian one to us Nottingham Forest. The contract ni bane after this season. But Mpempiana some of the clubs said you mutimi train players or more de mamo. Na mo twenya ebiti se Salane Liverpool di ya na mo twenya yes you okoha okwa Saudi Arabia PSG moba, but Olaina has been one of the guys who has been very, very phenomenal in the Nottingham Forest journey this season. They have been the surprise package. Ewo afiwe league na ebo in the Premier League 2 seasons ago ekoye Newcastle. Last season it was Aston Villa And this season, it's likely to be Nottingham Forest. Teams are into the top 4 and also getting the chance to be in the Champions League. And Olaina has been very, very phenomenal. For me, I think that senior coach Nuno Espirito Santo Eka say, or you're very, very confident, say Olaina will sign a new contract, but it depends on him. Weigh the options, know who clubs are mobile, depending on how things are going to pan out, whether to continue with Nottingham Forest or not. So you Kaya Qatar Ebabe who still World Cup no. There were indications of workers ana omo boa na ESCC stadia infrastructure no. So a lot of them died without any compensation. Now FIFA said the World Cup say Saudi Arabia no, and how human rights issues are those Africa, Middle Eastern countries, those Arabian nations, said you, yeah, now FIFA abrofono nchedan mundi, how human rights abuse is over, and FIFA wants to make sure say, omo be boa amayaya infrastructure no, omo rights are, so munya, it shouldn't be abused by the Saudi Arabian authorities. Omo opportunity no, from now till 2024, and said you there are number of years almost around 9 years or so, I be till some will be hosting the World Cup in 2034. No, so I just hope and pray say Saudi Arabia a bit me to us. Say you Ochina be Super Bowl finals, no? Yeah. Super Bowl finals. Yes.
Messi could be.
Yeah, Messi be Messi be could be. And say you here Kansas City Chiefs not dominating. We almost 6 final in 5 years. Only 2021 and now more team finals. They've been dominating, beating San Francisco 49ers. And even 2 years ago, Philadelphia Eagles now said they met and they defeated Philadelphia. And who said Tom Brady free or no? The guy who has taken over has been Patrick Mahomes. That guy, quarterback, has been so phenomenal alongside Travis Kelce. And for me, yes, Shaquan Barkley for Philadelphia Eagles has been the most improved player and the best in terms of offensive for the whole of NFL this season. He has been the best player in terms of offense. But Sergio, CJ Gardner and then of course Hartmo. But what it means, say Patrick Mahomes says for Sergio, I see Kansas City Chiefs beating Philadelphia Eagles and game no basuchina or the Super Bowl finals. So in as much as Philadelphia Eagles have done a massive job 2 years ago, they lost against Kansas City Chiefs. But Kansas City Chiefs have been the dominant team when it comes to the finals over those previous years. Getting the opportunity to play 5th final in 6 years, it tells you how dominant they've been within the setup. And of course, said the medical can. It's only 2021 and a Los Angeles Rams now year now Mojiano and a Kansas City Chiefs and Timianco finals. 2019 they were there, 2020 they were there, 2022 they were there, 2023 they were there. Near born in Neno a 2024 edition by it's just a year born in the early part of 2025. So Sergio, I fancy Kansas City Chiefs beating Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFL title, Sergio.
Okay. Doc, me ma be 2-3 minutes be.
No problem.
Na yem fan ko na me person can handle feeding pee mama.
It does. You know they didn't kind of. And Man United a late comeback to beat Leicester City by 2-1. But we a United fan, I don't think that you should be excited about what we saw. Yes, Kobe Becker said some times back there that is what United was noted for. If we said last minute in conjure magic na yashe. But against Leicester City, our money form now Buono boy na general. It's not something you should be proud of. And that goal from even Harry Maguire was a clear case of offside. In fact, say a game VAR Roma and clearly Omube disqualify that goal. Nanke bia akoye 1-1. Are they shocking me about Morin? Say wakofa Patrick Dogo Denaba. Obianim said this boy is a left-footed player who plays in a left fullback or as a left wing back. Surprisingly, Nenra Obo Diago Dalu on the as the left wing back and playing Patrick Dogu as right wing back in his debut. Normally, Uma play a debut in a comfortable position, Bebia or Pepano or Diamano. A special player was joining in January. The first game, who a natural right wing back in Eye Dalu. He decides to Bebo Dalu rather on the left and play Patrick Dogu on the right. And not surprisingly, on the field, it looks like in terms of rating, Patrick Dogu and an rating in your cry. I don't know. Now, me mentia said that say coach Betimaka said me dear. Me formation no anyway. Game need to set the some no one but me dear na 3-4-3 and 3-4-2-1. No matter the opponent, no matter the individual players, no matter the tactics of the opponent, or no need any. Abrantian United for and people are not talking plenty because your assistant coaches are time or buy, you know. But what is a Roy Kim who started as I say he would have to sit up. General Cristiano Ronaldo Gusu Yana it looks like the target of 1,000 goals, you know, he's likely to achieve it. In fact, John Duran first go the debut game, he scored 2 goals. And that is not even the talking point, but the talking point is Cristiano Ronaldo's goal. Ronaldo now has 924 goals. He turned 40 just 3 days ago. So Ronaldo is 40 years now. And his aim is to score 1,000 goals. You ask yourself, say, how many more goals to go? 76. General is achievable. He will do it. He needs maximum 2 seasons. In fact, the rate at which he's scoring the goals, you know, this season for club, he scored 24 goals. At least if he ends the season with 10 more goals, it means Obe 66 to do with a club and country. And I'm thinking he will do more than 10 goals before the season end. He could even add some 15-20 for club and country before the season end. So those 1,000 goals are achievable. Me assure any fear and the biggest threat Andre Lionel Messi, because Messi is the closest as far as the number of goals are concerned. I think Messi now has 850, so some 76 goals or so separating the two guys into Emma's competition. And Messi is 37 in June, and Messi being 38. So it's possible, all things being equal, Ronaldo could retire and Messi may have 1 or 2 more additional season. Into Yakono Edding at the moment. Last one, Vini Junior. Reporter Bachelor Madrid 4 day offer Mano was turning the down beam. Na General, so a Madrid fan, no through say Vini Junior be free. It's likely, it's quite real. Sikana Saudi for no day to Tubo Abrantian. Almost they are ready to pay him 1 billion euros in 5 years. 1 billion who breaking the chest every year. 200 million euros. 200 million. You know, currently he's on 12.5 million at Madrid. 12.5. What it means, and say, 200 million who breaking it down in a month, he's taking 16.7 million. Into Sikana or General Madrid for the whole year, no. I had 12.5 no. Almost Omra Saudi 1 year crown. Almost had the 4 million back at the original in a month no. So 1 month be an 16.7 million pound sterling. No more to Yama Branty. And he's a Brazilian, no European. Enti I'm sure Beko. I'm sure Beko. Dear a man by a day as a Madrid Betimaka Musias is one. The contract with Madrid Ebebe we 2017. So at the end of this season he has 2 more seasons. 2027. Until at the end of this season he has 2 more seasons with Real Madrid. The buyout clause near 1 billion. Until the many shows Saudi for the Betia. Buyout clause. But a Madrid share now at the end of the season. They will take money because sometimes they wouldn't allow the player to go for free. And a Brazilian, BSS, we are trying to say, Krachi, Niaote Hona, Bosumi, a fiancé, no, Bosumi be a vessel, Mamma Brosono, and we are no. But let's see how things pan out.
Your English coaches are Omako.
Yes.
Players are Omako. Yes. African players, your French. players almost a common na go disika Brazilian kwa kobia mo say mind you Brazilian
Brazilians and Africans in there sika a major determining issue
including an English coach
including Cristiano Ronaldo
Jordan Henderson mo nyina ko
English can semtia South disease and Arab disease about music the remnant sama wodo
but you know if
mo nyina ko ko
mama nko se Franco kakra team sa ba fu
that's one ko fa na se ba
person
ono so ready so be ya we go dia we ya no
manimrem kaka
omrem ma to the unifi
omrem omo kama do de manimrem
you know yeah Africa for any Brazilians our Saramaka for Piscache obia e ba beto club no pese club near bigger or started from here for Manchester City ombe fire and mkofa Robinho and omkofa Joe and omkofa Ilano and om de chassis and the baby City about true she PSG sometimes it was so difficult so Thiago Silva was the best defender in the world at that particular moment yeah who dey Thiago Silva kwa lande kwa kopi mu PSG. Now look at the situation of Neymar.
Now why would Neymar leave Barcelona for PSG? I read for money. South Americans no nim scarce di.
You see English coaches no.
You know I do say.
Apart from football.
You know I do say.
Who the fan go disika? I don't go for dinner terms
Jordan Henderson.
Gerard.
Jordan Henderson so quite.
England will be an team man in coach. England obi no ordinary team be master we dey don't go coach.
Well.
But it do every the numbers. Hardly say an European boy had Vini Junior stature and at age around 24 or didn't never hear Saudi. You know.
Omun this wait, you know. Vini Oba, he will draw the numbers. People will love to watch him. Among for people in what Europeans now. He be a French for no.
Germany and the same Mbappe Saudi for by last year or 2 years ago. And one co.
No, because me can French. This will be apart from
Karim Benzema.
Apart from Mbappe,
Karim
Benzema.
No, I'm only saying that. I'm using
the age bracket.
Age in America. Age in America. I will offer them Billy Obiama. Okofa Kolomwani Obiensi ho. Okofa Bradley Bakola Obiensi ho. Germany ni bien ho cross our wheat, you know. Ocheki Italy ni Obian cross wheat, you know. Spain ni bien cross our wheat, you know. So obviously, South America for no. Omo na flamboyant, charismatic. Omo the marketing tool to lure fans to stadium. Inti you know omo asika. I don't know, and obviously
12 million plus a year. Almost 16 million plus a month.
Because Madrid for this can on person only
so
Madrid for one person only this can go 15 Mavini. Still it's not enough.
A new month.
A new 1 year.
A new month. Monthly your original Saudi.
And Crawford is can on travel. And we are crabby.
Dog the most valuable company in the whole world is Saudi, you know. Aramco.
Now, apart from that, Barca and Real Madrid don't pay
Dog, 2 years ago, they declared a profit of $161 billion from their oil revenue. Or Mainan Kasa. 2022. Yes. Omo declared $161 billion profit on 1 year from oil revenue.
So, Omo would sika. Any day I'm in the Western world, in the
Trabi,
Into music over the day.
Unyan Caribbean. Then I was on no, we busa dog. A dear man or no feels a
okay. What if I put you
be Japanese in our border.
Seriously, Fumu.
I'm very near pass.
Now, my kid, you are not going to be. I said, Jawa, but this is a SG more. Wow. Young to us, Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9, Accra. Yeah, but local stories, a free Joada Bepiman, Meminde, mind you, and Meminda, do me new year and a PGM, my breaking news of it for, and so about the transit. week ya mo ode nra kra Ghana Football Association Asia 16 GPL clubs no enyina ye nansane na enra no mu share supporters no so na ye was supporters no panimfo no mo kopiem e wo efa hwe ho no ye wo bebre edinsem atudwa atuanim ema ye de ba abramu nyina nsem a omo ekaye enra ya so na president John Dramani Mahama also in ministers ewo abankasiem na ye de dane here sports nsema ekowura Kofi Adams eho so mampani si onyane yakaba na yabefa sa nsem no na yacheche adwen krankra de afa ho na otwe so na Kumasi Asante Kotoko appoint lawyer Safu Duku as the communication director Emma Kumasi Asante Kotoko na otwe so na Alex Kote nsema hodo a odito ura George Free esu nyina na otwe na otwesan pacho achopa mu ede pa say one yenkontompo wansan kan yie nti both sa na referee som ko no Thomas Nunu odi atu dwa say one yenkontompo sem no kan no number 2 wansan kan yie Dallas Court say on kan sem tintin bia otwesan sem nyina enso assign Division 1 games the mpenifo say na weekend the beba so na obia players on the mpenifo mbeko nyina no ya shemo say black armband obia emfa emmo mensa echire pole ayahusama pole ekuhia ewo insua training team no players and officials no obia black say obo na odichire ayahusama yekomi na otwe nso Sani Dara asakasa kakra Eddie afa Black Stars players no was apart from Kudus Jordan Ayew na fe party omo amakani nyina mududu no ya average players Sani Dara kasa modu it was yenim role we play Ghana Football Association afi oda ho eye Emma CAF iso kasa bia sanso na Nikousu or vice chairman Emma Ghana Football Association almost security committee no also the same kakra atuda say adinya no fa ye pole we hu ne hihia hodo a enso mo de ba na impenifo enso ediso say baby it is a washroom ground say be o stadium hodo no a obebre ansa na watimi I use washroom no say the hot here no enye easy so be wura hono akwa use washroom no sanso no kan say sports policing ehun sansam kakra ha afeso the to just be 3 or 4 stadia pe na say ball league matches no nyina Nikousu vice chairman ama security committee no sanso na honorable Idrisu Haruna education minister so akasa kakra de afa poor officiating na otwe mu na ebae na fe referee ne so no say e wo form ye papa e wo Ghana ha etwetwe ho nkomo na otwe ya na da abaka ho na kra no eye omampani John Dramani Mahama ne nsama ode atudwa enra emra also in eye ministers no de fa gudie mu nsem no yentie president kakra.
I don't envy your job. You have the monumental. I don't envy your job. You have the monumental task of restoring Ghana to its pride of place in African and world sports. The shambles that is Ghana sports today is completely unacceptable for a country with our pedigree, and I expect that you inject transparency, professionalism, and modernity into the management of the sector. I expect that you concentrate on building up all the sports disciplines, and I know the Ghana Football Association would be a good place to start, to work to make sure that we return Black Stars to its glory days. I don't envy your job. You have the monument.
Okay. President John Dramani Mahama. Somebody to Jarano, I don't envy your job at all. What you want to come on, Seco? How I see papa how ding. Now I don't envy it. In SMP. You ever been penny for church or madrid a crank craddy a found ansana. Ya call Ghana Football Association supporters Miss Yomini Omo Asia 16 clubs no enyina no omo nyina no Asia Asante Kotoko na entimi anko. Ye de binum twetwe nkomo. Nkebe ya yenti no kakra na eba ya mekane nyina bom. Na fi atwetwe ho enso nkomo. Yenko eye wisdom ekasa ede ema Bechem United or a Bechem organizer. Yentians ma wisdom ekai.
The wisdom because of the Bechem supporters organizer our Bechem. And then anope by meeting our GF. Yeah, you will take after and then to asama apostle and then papa ne nyama basa ye no akaso. Sisi ya yasua adia so we supporter who could di sebi nsɛmhunu wɔ paaka iwo adeɛ a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ den afan ne wa ɛbɛgensi club no nti ɛnɛ nneɛma a yɛabɛsua no ɛsɛ yɛde kɔ yɛ clubs no a ntɔkwa baabi a wɔpɛ ntɔkwa biara no ɛsɛ yɛnya kasakyerɛ ɛma wɔn sɛ adeɛ woyɛ adeɛ no a ɛgensi wo club no ɛma wo club no ebia wo supporter no adeɛ na wayɛ no wonim sɛ woyɛ aboa wo club no but sɛbi ɛfo bi no na akɔyɛ nsɛm a ntɔ aso mu ne ɛde ntɔkwa basa aba club no nti ɛne adeɛ a yɛbɛsua no GFA kɛseɛ sɛ ntɔkwa ne nneɛma a basa yɛbɛyɛ no clubs ɔmo sɛ ɔmo serɛɛ ɛno no ntwa yie sɛ yɛbrɛ mu wɔ team na anaa yɛde fine bi ɛba wo team no mu a yɛyi wo free home a ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ car wobɛbɔ nti mesrɛ obi biara sɛ adeɛ a yɛabɛsua no obiara no mfa nsua nyansa ne mfa kɔyɛ class ne nka nkyerɛ ɔmo anɔpɛ meda obi biara ase sɛ me so mefiri Bechem meyɛ organizer maforo car aba meeting ne bi abɛtie asɛm a akɔ so wɔ ha da supporters nyinaa ɛda Bechem man nyinaa yɛdɛ ase ɛne anɔpɛ yi
wisdom ɛno no afei yɛnkɔ Kofi Emmanuel on the casa ede Emma Holy Stars.
Meeting no ekoso ne kaka yesua ya na se kaka yetia e come my supporters ni say football ye bo efanyanko ye bobo engu moja ye bobo enfu nipa 3 points and it is 90 minutes omo ma yetia say away team ba e kwan be na e be fa so a e be bo omo ba na omo afa so bi emu omo sa say security zone no enye baby o say away team no kodudu tina na say gate one enye baby o say kodudu away team nimum o say ye ma omo kwa ye che me kwan o say mo fa so ewura park no so e kwan a o say ye hwe na ye bo omo hu ba ansa 90 minutes do so na mo san akọ asubie mu omo san so ma ye ti ase say se bibi ona say ntia say in football na ye ma commissioner no and I say referees na e hande match no ntia say na ye hu e kwan e fa so a ye de yi e betu yi no ye mbo football enku nipa ye mbo football enku moja ne mo ye mbo football e fanya meeting no e ko so ne kaka
Kofi ma enso de kakra or de two dwa eno no afi Castro and the Kasama Gold Stars yintie Castro enso kakra
ana nyameso emfa polikra ensie because na musunti na saa meeting fefefe aba me ni se ebi asi organa bobom da se ye be fresh supporters leadership na se ye mbehia e o baabi baako na ye nyina ye mfa ye ho ade we ya ade a ye fe na eso ani ema ye nyina ye gidi se we enye die etwato na ebekoso na akoso se be ya supporters no so ni efe nu ebenya ayonkopa kese ewo yendem ye meeting na ba mpanifo ani ye hye adwin bebre ni titru efa ekwan a ye befa so abobọ no na ye ni age bọọbọ no na yenya no asumdwe na basabasa ni pentin bia entini emma enti ye fa kwan so DCOP e ye fa nchechem bebre sa so na general secretary so di ye fa nchechem bebre na nyina na fa epa esi efapem eni say ye mobo no ne mo na asumdwe na ayonkofa na eda ye ntem say Ghana for no yama ena entem na entumi enko so na enyini sɛ ɛbɛyɛ abasabasa ebi a mehu wei a mehu sɛ yɛ minia mehu wei a mehu sɛ minia na ne titiri no so ɛyɛ security sɛm na security no ɛstarte efiri me ayɛ mmea nkasa a meyɛ supporter no security no ɛstarte firi me efiri sɛ mekɔ obi kurom a ɛwɔ sɛ mede didie a ɛsɛ ɛma nipa no ɛni kwan sɛ baabi a ɛbɛka sɛ ma menkɔ no mekɔ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnkɔfa gate ɛbɛkyɛm sɛ memfa no ɛhɔ ɛna ɔ sɛ mefa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnkɔfa mente me ho ase biara ɛmma yɛn ntam.
Okay. Castro, I don't know, Okasa Eddie Emma Gold Stars, and after meeting, no, and on a Kessben, Eddie Nkoma, this answer me a tuja. I feel Samatex, Osman, and a Kasama Samatex. After the meeting, Yintis, Osman Sukai.
Sɛ meeting deɛ abi nneɛma bebree so ani so akyerɛ sɛ yɛsua nneɛma about security, about the safety of away team, supporters no so executive leadership no so rule a wɔsi pre club no nneɛma bebree also wɔyɛ ma supporters in terms of training, in terms of education ɛne ɛho nkɔno ba bebree yɛsua nneɛma bebree ɛwɔ ha a yɛkɔ esu no. Yenuama or movie no ye kwa kucheche ye yesua no ha no makyerɛ wo sɛ ne yɛbɛma saa legalism a ate ba yɛ club so no mu ne yɛ sentence so bika ɛne sɛ meeting deɛ abie nneɛma bebree so ani so akyerɛ ne sɛ yɛsua nneɛma about security, about the safety of away team, supporters no so executive leadership no so rule a wɔsi pre club no and normal be also we ma supporters in terms of training, in terms of education, and a home corner baby. Yes, yeah, normal be brave. No. Yenuama or movie, no, your papa church, the Isian or Hanumacho. Send a bemasa legalism where acted by a club, so no money, a sentence, so become.
Okay. We Osman Okasama Samatex. Afei mame Vicinsia Doku on the Kasama Accra Hearts of Oak. Also copy meeting Nasibi. Yenti Vicinsia.
Yenuya and Friday FA for free Ejina Yenuya Olia or Kotopa or Mukobo Bolo structure Maya free move and a Hawa Yamanisi boy ma Ghana men nyinaa sɔre waka ne football fo nyinaa rɛ hɔ yie sɔre waka sɛ daabi ɔmo tena ase ma saa nneɛma wei ɛnkɔ so bio because na ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɛyɛ ahomete nti na ma ɛfibɔ ne ɔmo agye sɛ some of the supporters teams nyinaa supporters ɔmo ne yɛ kasa na yɛfa yie tu yie fie sɛ yɛkɔ stadium asɛte asefo a asan bɛfie asɛte asefo na nwunye sɛ bia bɛfi efi akɔ stadium no na ebusuafoɔ bɛte na sɛ ɔman bɛte ne sɛ yɛfiri sɛ nnɛ ba ehwɛ ya yɛahyɛ nneɛma bebree ɛna obiara nso ma obiara so kasaeɛ ɔhaw a ɔmo wɔ sɛ ba sɛ teams no ɔmo kɔ away a ana ɔmo ba home a nyinaa yɛkasa bebree kasa te security ho Baby, the mobile ball no crown, police for a bar on the crown, almost bomber ball, almost and to me ball on mobile. And now of the bishop police for the shot, a ma sa at the hour. And now after so no, the media no, the summer and a costo, a month for a TV warning, over a day we see. Sanya money in a Ebisian in there, it's about the stadium the be or no more say yet tonight say command say on person mo is such a way say uba baby a waiting the betina be na so home team so atena be say be ya ye nyina ye be show signal be say ye buy say ye be ye kro e buy say ba be kontokwa nti I think say new thing be a no afa say ye nyina say clubs no ye di boa ye buana say ye tuma nko ade a support bi wa home team crowd support bi bibia obetimi atene warning na wanti a obetimi de na ama abambofo na omo
Vicencia Doku ono and represent the Hatofok supporters no. Ye free Vicencia so nafi yako Sir Rich, Honorable Sir Rich on the Kasai edema nations supporters e kupie ono. Yinti Honorable Sir Rich.
Joe, mini kamfa kwenye iso na menchia nations FC Bobuku no mpanimfo ni nyina coach ne mpanimfo na fi supporters union no so menchia nyina awia yi ansana mani masem no atoaso. Ro na ro ma ne dwumadi e ba yi na e ma ho ho apa yi ne gise na aya de bi a meso achepa sesa de we mehunu ena nyame ya adom ene na ye GF no afre sanhye modie we no in fact sanhye modie we enema kakra me ba ya meso free mu yedi kan GF no ehun se de esia ye nua be mapuli a wo free mu no em se de ekomudie no enyina ko se fani bi ye nyina supporters yedi mu fo sa no mu GF so edi mu fo senti enhye ben ne kwan ben be fa so a enema betimi atoto yi aboa ma yeko ye nimo ye bobu mu no saa enema bi a yehunu bi ensanso ensibi na me fa akonya so mama eye nia be ma pole ene na busia no nyina yako ene hyeden ibade gichiro mu na kotoko bobu ku no so mama mo yako enso ene hyeden minia ene enema gakra yeso ye free hasei a ye kwa ide ko my members no eye ni di kan eye security ho nsensem ye wo se as a cell club bia enye stewards ombeboa ama yetimi aboban e wo stadium ho senti empanifo e de agu akwan mu a ye koyi the class ni bi ewo bi betem se call from gakra bet empanifo ni yakasa yesa ko Kenya afi yakasa fa eye police ni fire service for ni eye ambulance e ba ho no e ti ase se ambulance na e ba ho no enye eye ye kan se police for enye coaches ne dia enye players ne nko adia demum ewo ho de ma eye ni obi oba stadium bia nti free na de ko so obi enya attack bia ye nyina ye hwese saka ya ye kan wasa ambulance ye nyina na ye dia na ye beze sample be sie no penifo de afi ye nim se ye nyina ye ni kan enka ye ho mum eno nti supporters unions a na ye be hia mu ha nyina no aka ye ho abomu a se ye ba be ya de ba ko nse ne se me ko me ba akra na me ne ha sa ba be ba me fra chama wo ho medical na di komo ye nyina ya hwe asundie ya no masundie aboa mu abua ye to so bi nso ye se ye kwa nhye nwu akwam se de be ya away team no ba say intimidations gate na no me prema nwuwam no atuo ntwa ye njai sa de na bi nso ye ba ye kreti be bi away team no nso betena se de be ya tam bia no ye ba away team no ha na home team no wa ha na ye we se ye ne ye be bo ye ne ye ho ban na akofa wo ye ne ene wa ha bia amfa ama tifat mini obi sa na de yeso ne ma bebree na afri dwumadie we mu na de omo kan ye me den se we enye ade a enso ha ebesan so ato so a brano no umbe fresa nhye mudie we nti yeso nya akwanya ebisa omo nsem ba ko ni minu e de nsuye bi nso yeso free se beboa ama ye bobo no etime tumpon na supporters union so enya enigye ne da matima cross stadium no so eno so yeso de ato omuni wanpanifo no aso ye bose omasom na omo de bedi dwuma e de aboa ama ye bobo no etime etumpon na etuhia ewo ye man.
Okay, Honorable Sir Rich ono ne kasa ema Nations FC Kessben television Kessben sports pamcho omo enom din komo no omo doso after the meeting enra Vincent bo wadwuma yie papa ewo enkran nipa otwa to kra Kessben ni no edin komo omo doso but the twa to a betimi aka ne Alhaji young apostles on the kasa ma
Alhaji Kosi young apostles aja otui ajana na otui na abusafo ya shia supporters ni na chairman vice chairman ni na shia aya ni ti kakra say ni na ye nipa baako na nti se bo na ye bo no e huo mu awewu nhwe ye na basabasa e bia ansi e nyina ye nya baako na team no ani die nko a na nyina ye se ba ye nyina na busa damfo nko a ti ya makotokofo so yakọ na mefa foli ikra ECU.
What are the key words like
About today? Oh, the airport so say you na club no yenye baako sɛnɛ ɛbɛyɛ abasabasa yi bia ɛnsi ibi hoo ɛbɛkɔ awie so a ɔmbɛtietie nyinaa kama ɛyɛ nyinaa yɛayɛ nnuafoɔ ɛte group a yɛ nyinaa yɛde ba bɛbɔ mu a ɛyɛ nyinaa ɛbɛyɛ baako.
Okay.
From Alhaji Kosi, Young Apostles.
And the Kasa de my Young Apostles. Nyame yad me free dwa de consumer hold sisi ho nyina no. Ye be boso krankra ya nem si fo no nyina ho omo kasa kire Kessben television. Kessben sports. Maminko Dr. Franco Naro. Naro latest and say Nana Pole latest. Ye jano so asesan nyoma nyina wo Ghana football.
Then Medika de to the early part of the program no. Unse case na nkasa mko bie no Sunyane District Court B. But enra omo ano machi omo no. Omo de omo koye no na judge ni ho. Nti court yes Sunyane District Court B no. There was no judge to sit on the case.
Okay.
Because na omo mrenim for a bail ama omo. Say omo keep omo for about more than 48 hours. Nti because there was no judge there no. Omo de omo call fear pre.
Okay.
Na omo call fear pre circuit court. You know the circuit court is a smaller court in terms of powers as compared to the district court. Nti judge ano otiegu amno so the tudwa say ono looking at one the nature of the case no. Ebe ni den say ono betumi di ni tumi ama bail. E wo case aye bie no a higher court. Because say higher court ni determine say omu deserve bail or not.
Okay.
Nti a relatively smaller court no ontumi enyina tumi bia so ma omu bail. To omu bail enye yi. And ono so ntumi nka say yen remand omu because 48 hours no nso atwam. Nti enra the judge ne ye ni say odane eye suspects no e de mama police say they should police no inform nko in custody.
Okay.
Nti omu dane omu police for no inform nko in custody.
Okay.
Nti in custody ni minim say bi omu cell bi no omu de omu ekoshow sense so counter back no omu de omu kotena. But officially they've not been say bia court say remanded omu.
Okay.
And omu so aye ma omu bail. Na maminyusu allege that it's alleged says any pana ye ka omasem no ba ko yo ba ono nso so ye connected to akosua black Chinese.
Okay.
Euraba na omo chi no no ono nso so msuse no ne say euraba na ye sa de no na emema no mienu no se nim di kan de tudwa no it is alleged say ba ko na de pragia ede the udini no do be wo se kan no driver ni ana rider anu otwi pragia no ono na de ne ba enti ono nso mu kofa no and then the other person is suspected to be say ono oyeninua the supposed criminal ninua enti ono na de moto e ba ewura mo be fa onua no ma ne koyi what this edini dwane
ono so yache no
yache ono so what this means ni say as he speak it looks like police ni nipa ko mo hwehwe no what I say now it seems they know the person they are looking for. And wachi omusi Monday esan say court we ntimi fear pre circuit court ntimi ni assemblity anopa no nkron pepepe omo beko fear pre wasa akoyi case no esa de akọ back to Sunyane district court no.
Okay.
Na district court no mum ahwe say omo be mu bail ana so omo bail ana omo be yeden.
Okay.
Again, the prosecutors and the investigators no besa pe say nipa mienu bi nso so mpanyimfo court mo mutumi no mu declare mo wanted. On Monday, what I'm gathering is there are some two people, probably they could be the prime suspects. I'm saying probably a beer. Omu here to me every court or na court na ma posi for kwana ya declare wanted near the omu pictures near there about bonting.
Okay.
See a show.
Why it is a killer na medra no.
And I make her say me nyano for a fact but me suspect say a bit my killer no need say any pana omu pe to me no mu declare wanted.
Okay.
Him say wanted no police for them to me for me preoccupying declare. This a court amani to me. Now they have to convince the court say they have sufficient grounds to declare that person wanted.
Okay.
And come more sign na ma see be sure near the didn't say a brand quite possible say what guy na border. And no ye unofficial be and na ma see.
Yeah. Say how no be Cote d'Ivoire border.
Yes. In fact, we tie a quiet crow mufa so omomo black Chinese na no so an interesting drama.
You be say tiho kakra mo me. Say your allegation ni bia. Calls away na no pay no.
Penny kesi bi de ne Land Cruiser. No V8. Ananka e de abraba no etra enkomodi na dwane.
Okay.
E mo disguise say no ho kra go veil.
Hey. Penny kam no te.
Penny ntim bi ba car na ye penny bi dia. Go veil. Omu do barrier bi no. Omu hwe no omu ma ni see. Se on fa veil ni 19 twem ne ade. But not police no nso so wo track bi omu de track ni mobile phone.
Okay, baby owo. Wow. So these days in omutimi nya say on number o phone no kuta nko ade a omutimi hu baby a phone no wo.
Yeah, police for gadgets.
Yes.
For gadgets. The police are working. The eye yi kakra prime witnesses.
You know, border baby no much na say
no, it was still within the region.
Okay. Nti na or more tries on cross the barrier bia.
Ushempa nanka so headed towards Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Nanka adwene se nka unyane.
Na pua nanka no so.
No. Se say asante kotoko so bo maso ya. Sa security for 9 no. Omuna ese omunima case ni si jema no mo wa ombetima kire nipa ko no. Omu so ya abre.
Omu ya abre.
Ai.
How?
Ene omumra me hwe se we yo no ana. Ombeduru kumase ade chia no papa ni asa from omunsa mra. Ntimi no kasei. Te said the odi card to just a food is so be crime scene.
Yeah.
Say nipa nine.
Police for the fee and crime. And so about yes edgeman. Yeah.
Omo ko bo abuna afofo no na omo yes edgeman. Omo so omumra na msese yi omo ma excuses. We say ni nti okoye.
Why name excuse?
Nipa 9 kotoko security for 9 na omuna asem no mu yie
no mu wo
ho utie nkomodie na esie no mu ho a ebia omubetimi aboa the crime scene no omukọ akọbo ma chom sa ha na de ni siye ni yesi no ena no pe yesa so omunsa amra na I'm told say ba ko de osimu awoko ba 3 na aka no we afa but general SSA Kotoko from Penyinfo, become Penyinfo na supporters leadership and then club no management.
Yeah.
So mu twesi kabi animanimu ye de to e de boa samrante wa na makoni abem. Minim so mu ye safe kura na nke bi asunwan ya na say dua nkwanta ho ba bi na nke ape hotel bi ama ba bi amoma lodge. Because no mumra efri sunwan be kuma se so na form. One hwe ya se to aso se beduru ba bi abembu beba. Kasi kasem ebi kro wo na dwuma bi a wo ye obeja ato ho nti ukudi akoni abase beduru ba ebu frɛ na ahwe ko mpekene ko I'm telling you nti say
what's wrong with that according to chairman so law say o mama ba akoko e na no pay
nti na mka ba
oh okay
ba ko na mkwa so akoko
okay
ba 3 others ni nyanko
am I busy others na
yeah that's true
but I'm
so very present
yes
I'm
so
attended to
yes
asem na ba ni say ni de kakra obi abe ni kakra ba bedru ba bi on happen bo beba nti say yes nti say ye ni abrede a safo no e say ye pe kwan ye de o mbefa so na se skabi ni be twa to say o mumfa ni sa akoni aba na we are all looking for it's just easy to just say justice for Pole but justice it comes with a lot of things nti ahwe no susu yi nti say be do
narrow almost nipa even though justice for Pele versus Pole ne but every morning na okosunyan na wasan aba
yɛde wobɛnantea bi koraa de sika koro bi anhyɛ da ma obi obɛduru yɛ ade akye a wonim sɛ wokɔyɛ obi foforɔ anopa ne asa afrɛ wo kurɔfoɔ afiri nkraba nti deɛ woyɛ bia sɛ wogyae na woba wahwe a wabɛm bɛbu
sacrifice no nipa ɛduru baabi a na bɛm bɛbu kakra
of course
nti sɛ the doctor ka no mo so mpanimfoɔ mo nya ho bibi sɛ ɛneɛ na ɔtwe koraa na mo agodi no kurom hɔ sunwan baabi de ɔmo kɔhyɛ baabi na moabɔ ɔmo ho kaa wohia ɔmo ana wɔyɛ fɔ ɔmo na mo akɔyɛ saa adwuma no sɛ bɛyɛ 4 days 3 days koraa ma sɛ ɔmo twa akɔneaba every day ɔmo bɛbrɛ
ɛnyɛ sɛ private car nso so
passenger car
ɔkɔfo passenger car wotena mu ɛnyɛ ma no atim kudura
sunwan kwan obɛgyina bɛyɛ de ɔhɔ 10 ansa na ɔdu sunwan ɛyɛ brɛ ɛma ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo nyɛ na mo nte ɔmo so brɛ no so paa alright nti now nsɛm na gu hɔ no yɛnyi bia na afei the latest a ɛwɔ hɔ na ɔso de abrɛ yɛn no nti sunwanfoɔ no frɛ yɛn no na ɔmo nya happy koraa
yes sɛ ɔmo frɛ ɔmo nso ma
yes na ɔmo nya happy nti yɛsrɛ mo nyinaa kwan a mɛfa so a mɛboa ma biribiara kama na de yɛhwehwɛ no so yɛn nsa tumi aka no wɔmfa so ɛma yɛ
general first of all matie supporters leadership no madwene m sɛ nhyiamu na ɔmo kɔɔyɛ no ɛyɛ du baabi a nipa nim adeɛ ba yere timi fie ho nti sɛ nhyɛm because nsɛm na ɔmo keka deɛ nsɛm obi anim dada sɛ woyɛ supporters leader ɛsɛ sɛ wotu supporters fo momo ɔmo hu sɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ basabasa ɛde animguase ebire tim no nipa bɛtumi ahwere ne nkwa moyɛ saa nneɛma no I think they know it already but sometimes ɛsɛ sɛ wokae ɔmo fisan sɛ abɔso baa ɛna ɛmɛgya pae nti I'm sure they are reminding themselves and ɛsɛ ɔmo hu the consequence a ɛde bere tim no you see sometimes saa basabasa ne ɔmo yɛ no nsuanso a ɛde bere tim so no yɛ na ɛso sen points na ɔmo nya no ba ɔmo I always say abusua dwarfs is in relegation because of ne ɔmo yɛ Legon cities a ɛkɔle off match na ɛtete ɔmo points ɛnne nso atrɛma duro ɛbi obi anka ɔmo hwɛ but ɔmo ankasa ɛsrɛsɛ nka emu ɔmo nya league ne bɔ sɛ league ne kɔ so a in fact conspicuously missing from Vincent interviews was the rep of Suatreman. Also me sure say so Suatreman supporters supporters ni nyina kasa no bi otie bi apeso otie say the Suatreman supporters leader okoye ono nso kan den but the information I gathered and they say omuwie no the general secretary shared that sa frɛ omo so ano
kwa meeting
ene omo so nko ayi omo meeting
ɛkyɛyie pa
hwɛ sɛ the ompɛso omo ne omo ka omo ne omo aka but I even think that me na me nso atrema supporters repa nepa me nya kokodro e me gina TV so nkasa it might not even be safe so for me it was even good onipa koro no wan kasa
okay
because she said the omudin no nye general mamenko his excellency John Dramani Mahama
all right
ne nsɛm no de tu dwa no ɔse OMV owura Kofi Adams adwuma na ɔde ma no no ɛso paa adwuma no nso ɛden but general sɛ woyɛ GFA president anaasɛ woyɛ obi a woda sports yi bia no now te sɛ honorable Haruna Idris say our sports is in disarray. Okujeto Ablakwa.
And there be Felix Ofuzukwachi.
Felix said our sports is in disarray. Haruna Idrisu made a similar comment. Now the president also says
poor officiating. Haruna Idrisu.
And people don't watch our football.
Haruna Idrisu poor officiating.
Yeah.
And then the president says our sports is in shambles. These were his words. In shambles. You know, I can say something is in shambles. Just a plansam and it's so sad. This is the first gentleman of our nation making this statement. Yet GFA says football no go so. Athletics for crowd them so masem no. You can't and the young baby ko. Boxing young baby ko. Tennis titini baby kakra inti kiekuro ma de akaye pa ni in football inti ya na duru baby kra nkrofo gidi say sports is synonymous to football. You can't sports and no any football because for the average Ghanaian sports follower sports is about football. And then the president says our sports is in shambles. No say on sha same free GFE. General Asem no mentia say you. How is he starting from GFA? Say sports minister nisha say adwuma na sim free GFA. Na adwuma no ye adwuma kese. You know, I don't know how he's going to start from there. But
engage them.
Obviously he would have to engage them. Try to so issues na say so better issues na say. No I proper consultations with the GFA and outside the GFA. Ye nimo position leaders e wokroma in football.
If you hear them say obeshia the ministry no mpanimfo chief director and the accountant one the ministry.
Yeah.
The first meeting on Monday obeye no. The second meeting on the FA.
Of course. Very, very important.
On Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah.
Monday.
We share FA phone na on SMP.
If the president says Black Stars are say me just sure say obi abetia say was Black Stars are say who be any who change bia o. Clearly they should sack the head coach. Clearly. Clearly they should on to mean Saki GFA chairman president is here. But Black Stars are good. Black Stars are say to bring some level of confidence.
Yeah.
Player call up there. A bad minister be involved. But say a buying a GFA Black Stars coaching in the technical team there. We want to see some changes at the technical bench of the Black Stars. Otherwise, Mr. Kofi, Honorable Kofi Adams, you are not doing anything. Me assure, say on one National Sports Authority, which is responsible for taking care of air sports infrastructure. I belong to the nation. Oh, no more Jumaka, no more Asemka, and some coso papa. Yet we to National Sports Authority check Emaneko top individual accounts sometimes back. Near see Yoko for investigate. Ubetiem kusi she. Inti Omoankasa National Sports Authority under a buying under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. No, Honorable Minister we Juma ye wo. Sika kakra no kra ba ho no say no mu ye no. Inti
he no. Na nsuma no can serious.
Yeah.
Say on tiase da. Say yebeku to sika akese pa say de koya de bi. Na emu kakra bi na de be ya de kron. De aka no
fine. Who share the number of times the number of times here two stadiums say renovation ni achichire ho ni akata ho ye be bie so no ye be ba no na de na ye nyeye ya ye kakra bi ni atwa sika kakra. Seriously, they have a lot of work to do. General Kakrebi on the ongoing suggestions as to how Yebeboama and football net me Ababak, you know. Two major suggestions I think they would have to consider. First of all, GFNA, the organizers of our league. General Sauna organize BBR, your organization involves security. Intention or say home teams and are responsible for providing security in the CHM. The GFA being the organizers should be responsible for the security.
That's how IGP I can say. Say recruit the police recruit no. Omno don be sa adwuma ni na.
Oh, you know them person.
See what no.
Them person me chire say IGP nyate police recruit and whatever. The current in Shishani say Kotoko Buhu Makotoko na be free regional commander. Okay. So man men.
Okay.
No mumra mehreso.
Okay, because my just Steve was not seven okay. On the clubs now.
That is not what I'm looking at. Okay. I'm saying that also per now the regulations, you know, the home team is responsible for bringing security.
Yeah.
And it says so much in the 20 policemen nearby. Young apostles are obo home and I said yes or cover police for 20 deba. And I'm saying and I'm saying GFA the organizers of the league in Intino. And say GFA being the organizers should be responsible for bringing security to the stadium. And it is only security from paying for only delete direct. Na so a match be even you hear military presence they should do it. It's so do money to form na match be. The number of police was mid center no, they should stay the minimum allowed. It be a minimum 20. And GFA no in their discretion think say game no, the minimum is 20, but they think the game deserves 30. They should send 30 there. So if the cost of bringing the police in the issue, GFA should engage IGP na yɛnhwɛ sɛ bɔɔl na yɛbɔ no stadium no ɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ma ɛna esi akan wɔ hɔ ɛgyapadeɛ ne yɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛgyapadeɛ Ghana police responsibility ne sɛ baabi a Ghanafoɔ wɔ no they protect property and people nti akatua ɔmo baa yɛdua tu ɔmo ka no maybe that is the way the government can also support our food. I'm not saying say police for no ɔmo ba no ma yɛ mo ɔmo hwee adwuma bi a wɔm biara sɛ wɔyɛ additional duty a ɛsisi ɛma some level of allowance but where the allowance is coming from ɛna make us say yɛn football no sika nnim hwee nim aban ne gyae biribiara de hyɛ football for nsɛm a yɛbɛka the most brilliant policies and regulations they will not have the money to implement it.
In terms so yes. Almost agree say 120 policemen but almost call her less than 30.
Ultimately,
yes.
Enti say ye GFA no na every 120 na and on be a municipal commander na regional commander edin koma they will ensure the 20 is sent there. But ujama home team no aka say 120 home team no go for 120 but we cry adwene nyese on for 120 but ni ska odi betua 120 nika because kwa e be kire number bia ni ska betua obepene on paper obedru ona o friend no ma ya obey anything. Enti, we have to look at that. The other thing Amadriam say, they should start thinking about it. Categorizing our league matches. You know? Maybe every game involving Kotoko and has S category.
So dogs say no they order that.
Mejitun, but they have to do a general one. Yeah. Black Stars game be a category A. Kotoko has a category A. A game involving Kotoko and any other team, I think is category B.
Yes.
And
Kotoko
then
or has against any other team.
Kotoko or has against any other team. SSC enya standards.
Other teams you know so.
Category C. Ibi Abrikum Chelsea ni Adriana. Ibi a category C. SSC stadiums no. Look, see ye adwin say ye pesi enya stadium no do some level bi a Kotoko ne has ne ho amokoba ye nkobo ye mo league, trust me. But if we can categorize it, each category of match should have the requirements. Because Madrid says young apostles any ebia Legon cities bar demands nti say no but say only has bebo nasa stadium no in meet that category in standards then you move you to a stadium where the standard can match that category. Yeah, teams in Ibibetima but some of the games in their home, but for some of the games it would have to be played elsewhere. We are doing conversation. Into me feel say consider some of these suggestions. Na yenhwe hawa and Yamabisiako General.
Okay. Yabesaba others no so call here and came one of a few messages. Na yentwaso mamo. Where you say you've dedicated the whole program since the demise of the young man, Pole, updating us of details and happenings of matters arising. Keep it up. I listened to Adongo and the other security guys yesterday. Sir, I will advise Kumasi Santi Kotoko and the family members to sue the Ghana Ambulance Service for their negligence and unprofessional conduct, resulting in the loss of a life. Till now, the ambulance service hasn't even issued a single statement on this issue. Also, the inter-school gala is ongoing and except the Ghana Education Service to put Insuatre zone on hold for this time. The level of hooliganism caused at basic schools games in Insuatre cannot be measured. This is the opportunity to cancel all sporting activities at Insuatre town until further notice. Abrimpon Sports Academy. And anyway, and so Abrayen. Yentwaso Mamini Kakra inferior Papa Kofi Sheffield, UK. Though educating fans is important, but if the GFA continues to compromise on its own regulations, our league will make no progress. The GFA must prioritize quality and strictly enforce its rules. If someone can't meet the standards, they have no place in football. Quality over quantity. Papa Kofi, Sheffield, UK. Papa Kofi Edwin and so Abraham. Desmond Angomaso. The finals is called the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs are trying to make an history to be the only team to repeat the Super Bowl or what? To 3 times?
Yeah,
3 times. Okay. 3P the Super Bowl. Already the only back-to-back champions to make the Super Bowl. So it will be interesting, like Awal said. Desmond there, the buyer, and so I don't know. But me share Julius is at the end of my dinkai akai. I mean call love and see. I mean call Andy Ho. Joe, please, let's do our best to get justice for Pole. Why were TV cameras vandalized during the game at Insuatre? Why were TV cameras vandalized during the game at Insuatre? And
an announcement was made. No one should record.
Yes.
No one should video.
Do the fans at Insuatre have a different set of rules? I still have qualms about the people granted bail in this case. All of them should be on remand by now to appear at the next hearing on February 17th. I would still advise that the trying of this particular case in the Buono region be changed to Accra. The case must be moved to the national capital for fairness, transparency, and justice. No matter the effort Dr. Dampare puts in, if the judiciary decide to water it down, they can sadly. Okay, blah, blah. So let's move the case to Accra for transparency. Love and see the Kessben. Andy, yeah.
The first part, no, and on the man bill ni man judge ni din. The prosecutors ne felt that Crawford mo honom no say omo bill mo ku epia bonten a bit me asay omo investigations into my mo bill.
Okay.
And I know most lawyers insist say 48 hours now elapsed into your bill, and that is where the judge played it safe and says on Cassie and remand you on also on Cassie bill. Police should keep them in custody.
Wow. Nice one. Man be no san go veil. Nko traviate.
Jena, Menko.
Yonko.
Sergio, President say he cannot envy the position of the sports minister. Your ministry be Okroma. It is even possible that sports Ukraine in Seiska. But sports within the media landscape, sports want to vibrant. Ye na ye can ye born who same ye just to make sure say ye born betim yakoyi. Inti $8 million ye beka se ye de kobo AFCON na se ye de kobo World Cup no. Ebi kure ni ska be o Ministry of Health, o Ministry of Education, o Lands and Forestry, o roads and hwan eniska. But other sector within the journalism industry no omo ye quiet. But yes, sport for the maybe and you will see a voice for enka. So the morning show and other departments can decide to keep mute. We are not going to keep mute. You be put on their toes, you be keep in check. And we'll see you making sure say omo matotum papa some fans say your bono. Because any identity outside the country in Kwano be himself Bogana dia. Board the Oko Germany ombebo Tony Boa, ombebo Samekofo. Oba England and Michael Essien Bejinedin, Oko France and Michael Essien Bejinedin, Oko Italy and the Pele next time you appear Mudin ho. And I don't think say you will be organ ha or Matimia occupy positions are Oko outsider, apart from maybe the former UN General Secretary and Din Wobebiano, Ubenyo Bionusu Din Wabontin apart from Kwame Nkrumah. Into the sports industry in there, the media will continue to talk and we will continue to keep them in check. Enti sika no mo pom fa ketu abimra ye ensem kan ye decide say ye beka efa ye football hono de enya de say ye beja ekada and never my president aka say he doesn't envy the position of the minister because ade sen na obi radio wa eye president KTE so kreku eye house coach eye kotoko coach eye minister the bias just to keep you in check and just to make sure say ye born na asay no obetimi aye niye and then also ni ade e magana fo ani je menye so say atobus e dia bre schools amagana fu to kromuda e na menye so say abe construct obi road amagana fu to kromuda but
no hene ekoye konfanochi a health sector you konfanochi ehwa ye fe obi e no ate se abotre bosi uhwede otumfo ko ye no konfanochi a uhwe video na enso obi antumonte
but ode makoto nche Africa ma alimra na koto nche no wa te obi okọ stadium bia be fa fema kofie there will be joy and jollity e the streets e Kumasi enti ye sports ne de the bia media ne be koso aka ho nsem a and obi ehu that's hwe time and hours idea sports e Ghana from anopa kosi an ahomache ba bia obebie radio bia obu say obi e sports e kopem anado 10 bi mu kra e kopem 11 it really tells you how passionate Ghana for ye so far as our football and our sports and are concerned. So we be tia ye was sector Ghana ze rose be ba ye ja ye but all the upper ko stadium na Ghana hockey to be be to TV so abo kokko say stadium and as a venue and ko say mo ye e de park no mo anje nti panim phone hwe da mo ye enti the president ka say he doesn't envy that position ne dia na ye no nti na ama president Mahama e ka say on envy position because adie saying kopim so ra Kofi Adam to be free power ne de da bia ne dia ne bebo kopim say football ne be yi na de no you no free wa or say on starting from the FA and as Franco can say he want collaboration, he doesn't want intervention. Yeah system na edit
confrontation
okay or you want collaboration, you don't want confrontation. Han to the be a one confront to enye your system no there sometimes you need confrontation because your growth we or mo bunu egu o manso mo nyo ma se ball no be enye so sometimes you need to confront them said your be mo ma sit up now from the FA do you know what was a minister who had kunti aye ball na gu because already president credit ka say this is not the pedigree of Ghana football enye ye blaster nini nti e was from the FA who had the kronti aye ball na guo you know e was so who had the kronti aye bobola ye timi bo Ghana Premier League na camera kwa yamfa bi anko park say na me na was so ye interested say ye bo Ghana Premier League ye timi kana fidie so say ti na omo so omo kwa akobọ match players so omo nkobo FA bete obi abete sa match na ye bebo wie no ye say yamfa di FA cameraman bi anko obesi ne ye was a minister ni hunu. Because you know, maybe going forward, the government would love to pump certain amount of money into the Ghana Premier League. Now, so the $1 million Baba Ghana Premier League. Now, see your crack over match ya. Yemfa camera, there be. Until you should be interested. Be who sa ni money na. Until ba ko no. The tosum ye nunso ne say. You know your national teams no. E was a minister who why so uye. A coach for under 17, a coach for under 20, a coach for under 23, a coach for the Chan team. Contract YMLB. You know, was a minister who's animating now. The FA need to brief the minister why those coaches are not given contract. Because one team gas about a national team, Juma can have penny pin who are Benjamin or the check. Penny Bienio. Obia Jinisika, Obia Jinipe, the Microphone Pest, a allowance a crop with the Timothy and Pamunuka. It is Obi Babe Juma for the nation and yet for the Christmas and Juma. The person deserves contract. And non a betting your man select right players for the national teams. If you see a decide say, you better national team coaches here more hold your man. You share national teams no under 17. You both qualifies me no kruma, but king and Nigeria for bet train your boss so ha. Under 20 your co-worker for your team in Gobi. Under 23 crowd your bobo local blaster yan hwe nguase kogu ye Nigeria. Until the minister should be interested as to why coaches say for more year more contract and going forward those coaches need to be given contract.
No ya bana sem.
You know so no afi no aba. E was so obusa no hunu. And then the Bemen call report to the AMA president say if for no mo fa coach o mo man contract o. And one so ye adwuma ne sa. It is all who are the crunchy or man contractor. Then he also report to the government. Say going forward, see if I under 17 coach our contracting.
At the crunchy teams and so ball. Almost are by the moment, young fam maomo. Coaches are apart from contractor, young fam maomo. Omaka triaka cries at the ma by the moment. A buying tria to the extent say disabled teams echo winning medals. Abayin Jessica na as a disabled
champions.
Yes. In the before say Kofi Adams be wura Effie. Akoshe Effie falls. FIC other sporting abayin ankasa nhwe no.
You know,
na abayin no so e won nsem yi ano papa.
You know the can you say papa we abayin,
yes.
I'm saying that.
Yes.
And then
disabled.
Yes.
Ekwaji medals.
And one of the tournament you almost just cotton cantaman.
No.
Okay.
Black amputees.
You know,
a government.
Black
yes. A government, but I'm saying that the government cannot wake up and say that we are going to pay money. You know how baby. They need to find out why till date. Chan Chan in the last 2 years.
Under 23.
Under 23. It was a government, the minister who from the FE. Because almost the check in the tray. So the way they say, one of the check in the tray. Almost the check in the tray players who Morocco say, where they know any. Moncha Muri ya de mam. Almost the check in the tray was 2019 Wakaru. Ebesino Munti Omsikane Mamo. Until they need to find out from the FE why they will show check to the players, but till date players will not receive a penny.
Na Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Ebusa Kofi Adams asem, kosi pitches ayaye, ayaye, mumtile kwa yabe faso mo maintain, metoda misrisi chuchuchuchu. I can't say some to government no untiaye.
Go be that question.
Go busa question. Amputees muntio moka disabled. Mo browa for untio musika omako brenya no mo koton omonemo kantamanto. Enyeska. Go busa question.
When a man goes on.
Send a smoke up Okobusa questions. Who questions I was away, Yano? Wow, the uncle.
80 general. The old can spot on.
Yeah.
And he needs to find out why. Not going forward, the ensign yes are mistakes in the view. Because under 23 for no man a couple last time.
Yeah.
Under 24 and a couple last time. It is some cocodro na so open that dedication from them. That patriotism from them.
Kwaya mfaso mbente pitches. Who said them in must say the Liga?
No, they banny.
Mo peso. Any a banny. Yemo. Mo copy pacho subunko to dre.
No here preamble to the question. Samra Nimra.
Mekano. When I know son or son of Musa say kwame no mfaso mbente as to tape no ne pitch. Meanwhile, you can maintenance. When mo be say a stadium ina. Who Kobusa will be quite a muscle maintain.
About 99% we are disappointed.
Funny. Yen Twasum Coca Vidafi Alexander Menu, Chairman of Santiago Regional Secretaries Council, and so Ewaha. Yanko, our suka or the Bureau Sosu.
Okay, General. Intibako no national teams is a players are into your mocha. And why players don't show that level of dedication for the blasters too? Important. Saniman, they can find out from the FA. Say DNT and a blaster for a baby ball. I would not park and so I say, Yakopo much also mobile. There are reasons behind that. And if you want to bring back the blasters, you know, I'm saying that the government should be interested in that. And why people don't watch our football anymore? Because you know, you can say, Abanime Ghana Premier League, Abanime Ghana Premier League. You know. We should be interested to find out why people don't watch our football anymore. I was about Minister who no akoko catch the president say, oh, ebi omo here ska we nkoso enema we nkoso enti na football na on the park nye enti the vice in terms of security say ye ball na ye ball krom ha no for venue pe and qualified to play for the Ghana Premier League ya ball get through fin na fe ye ba be catch the say for pe any team bo Ghana Premier League. Into government they also yet to support it. Venue ni bi wo under the government no general e also making sure say obey pitch ni ye na obey facelift those facilities no to make sure say the Ghana Premier League no ye betimi abo amabo na timi akoyi. Into the government again need to find out. And again refereeing.
Na for no can come here no mu nyina ye Aban Stadium. Accra, Legon, Kumasi, TNA.
Yeah.
But I'm TMP said Dr. Chey. Tamale surface
Tamale 6.
Tamale you only need to do the pitch and probably washrooms near the Adekakra.
I also think baby any so is okay.
Baby any. Yeah, go stars or
okay, Mako, okay. You know they also say
the zina okay. Is your German okay? Road nene.
Is your German okay?
Sir.
Is your German pitch na good. General baby.
So we
the road the lead.
No, you don't German pitch so we here. Good. So my friend say a green camera. Good.
And the major issue with this was baby a VIP wo. Any baby dressing room.
Okay. I'm only looking at the pitch.
Opposite. Okay. Until at the end of halftime crown, so be a person penny be a person free VIP. Call dressing room. I that's open nam park in Finfi. Dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
Dangerous.
I've not been there.
Senka dressing room nishi VIP nas. And they were the same side. Those stadiums are in your crowd.
Okay.
You know, I feel say baby to say breakum. Doma in Suatre baby any. Say pitch ni ye. I think it's okay because even in Europe, I don't think Caribbean Cottage is closer to Stamford Bridge or Old Trafford. Unyanes are pepepe. Oko Atemio French in the Stadium Olympic only the same thing. Inti ubenya Oko Wolves ma Molines ne sa small pitches no. And this Old Trafford the
pitches ni.
Yes.
And Domase in Kenya bad.
Yes.
Domanya bad.
No, bad.
About Confederation Group stage.
Domanya
bad.
Inti pitch
no also omyedi. So atema the general for a community pitch. It's okay. The only thing is a pitch no area and I say ewa yensan yeso adwuma man in green. I think that is the only problem. And yes pay a standard even in Ethiopia.
Road now leading to stadium.
Oh, you know they say ya di kanka. Ho cry check crime scene. Baby a wonam pa ansan no to park ne so no dey say do. So bi so ope why adwuma on finfin wa. Na we omka so mo hwema hwe omba hwe mo finfin wa ansan mo pie free ko.
Nye budua
So no be si agem ho adwuma no. Enti je no I think that say make sure say ye beye ye pitches ni ya. Ye de ya baba ya Sport Stadium ni Cape Coast ni Accra de. Ye ntimi nya sa standard but at least at our own level I think those areas if you say Sunya Coronation Park any different from pitches ya ye can na. Nti ye ne wo se ye pitch ni ye and those communities will also enjoy football. Nti you know again I think that say a support from that sector is okay. And then referee yintimi to a referee for ika. You know ball ye ka and I don't make us me disappointed with referees because security.
But before so be kwa no obi raise concern be say enya pitches no kwa facilities no stadium no and so win apa
mini pakro ya adwe
my fire concentration no enya pitch e do nya pitch ni ya na de aka no de be road leading to pitch hall.
Yes.
Okay. Facilities a war stadium one. Enya up to standard only stadium no free park no free
of course
till somebody ready.
You know,
until so then we can say even if the pitch is good, send a design stadium like Casano. Baby, players be Timmy 2 ball fast stands in Bona Pampem. Unso Boasi Dienisi no more you pushy. The players never push no much as yet to my baby room. Those near many United, so it's not only about the surface of the pitch, even exit doors in case of emergency. Me, I had an issue. Baba Yara, Kotoko versus Kim Faisal. In fact, me there for 3 weeks. Me go to be stampede. Baba Yara. Those times, you know, se move Pia, ne say steps. Inti pushy eze akonkofo ebegu yesu general. Inti exits ne sa ne mani nyina e ka standards no ne safety.
Tinya pitch no kwa. Nemo bebrebe. In the club license say mo fa mo 9 si form ye pa. Na mrahodo a basa mo ediba na Ghana football net mi ye no teach you supporters am no machia na nyen nko a monso munye modwuma na munye ni ye na say the canos be 5 and 6 stadia kra na be approve na all others on be sa stadia be baller and menimu ye afi na some yes ade no e dey my if you say a man for life and mo put at risk pole way the nsem back Ghana the reform papa me ma ba ko pen ma fi ba ko chairman
okay you know no
11:34 mre no ko ye pa
Madrid referee for no
referee for no na ma dwem say we interest was supporters in the FA for no
me kabum me oh supporters then FA the entire my dey say asem on ko kai president Kate pa 16 pillars no implement it okucha supported for so get so 16 pillars na you dey better TV so o implement here meeting supporters na is irrelevant
go ni nyina ho
and some no ko ka kire o mo no na o mo nim dada but so ko ye bone na se ye betew no ana se ye be ban team no and no problem no say ye betimi am make sure say we ye hwan yo there should be equality before the law. You can be kotoko, you can be heartful, you can be medium. Why you bone and why you bone ye ban you and no problem no. Interest ni be free FM penning for no almost come members ho no na ye dimbra na ye adwuma na no problem no etije no a meeting ne de obi be kasa ye but I'm saying that obi e ni ma de ya ebe ma sa ne ma wo nyina atwa until say the enti na be ko pre-match na obi agree say political say na eba na de no a obekọ na political e de aba o ka bobu 10 kure nduru number na mu di kan discuss na still I abobo and the referee will be there. No, why you team on chain security in check or still I enter a bonus. So, into referees now we can say we are disappointed in them because you know, my stadium, raise concern say security no firm, and yes, I gave me mean to me more security no firm. Yes, I gave mean to us no referees na number one. But the concern I hear reading na referee Odi Kotokonin so atem and he was quiet. They see anything in it, you know, start to a game so. But you know, not life yet at risk. Enti yeka security a referee for no mamu nkama no ntumo mu de kakra mu benya nti no de be hwa na mo hwe but mo life is very very important.
Yes,
okay.
Bra. Na minko chairman so. Now that referee Alex Cote has apologized to George Free, I want to ask these questions. Is he still worth being the referee's manager? Was he under the influence of someone? Why will an old man like that lie and tarnish the reputation of someone like George Free? And lastly, do your crew still think Mr. George Free should sue him for defamation? Justice, Mampuan Samuel Health Center.
Sergio, Pauline Semno Eddie a lot of things about Now, Sergio, me of the strong conviction say near my basis of football. So yes, okay. Yeah, safety. Sergio, very very important. Okay. But Sergio, this one should push us to make that call for the autonomous league. No?
Autonomous league.
Okay. Franchising our league, having a Premier League company, I be monitored it, I be control your league no going forward. And say GFA, Sergio, under no circumstance should the next GFA president become a club owner.
Okay.
We should consider that one. A very very strong, Sergio. And then the conflict of interest in the one chain. Sergio, no bia na de ya premise mo ye de mo be Black Stars, Black Satellite.
If you term a president, what about other members of
Sergio, we can consider
the football person. I mean, what on the first.
Sergio, say you were Richard Masters. Richard Masters on only club, on attaching you to any club. Have you Tebas or attaching you to any club? But omo ye nima manaya kono. Omo ye nima manaya kono. Daddy Jordan only club of South Africa. Only club. So why can't we implement those things? And then a better conflict of interest no swaba. Because we have normally our leaders they want to please everybody. So when you want to do this, say you the problem beba. And then they say that you pay no near money elevation, you pay no near relegating you to the background. If we are able to crack the week, make sure say more club persons, or more influential positions. Like the GFA president and the likes. Say you nina beboa. Okay. And going forward, yet mean a Premier League company on its own. On no manage Premier League, on no control BBR. The FA is detached from the Premier League. What you're in charge of administration and all the other institutions in terms of ethics committee and other legal issues. Namo control all those issues. For me, I think if he must make that call from government. From government side, saying na yeah buying ye pese ye huno. Because one thing is very positive, say you were president or why you president da. Say it be a mistakes be a now no. Say you are may happy say a lot of people in government are not happy with the football. They know it, and they know idea ohun say ye tutu akwema aseju ebeboa. Na minim se ade no to aso na yetimi ye ni ya aban na nkasa ebe enyo to the benefit of the government of the day. So they will make sure say niema ebe tutu akwema ma niema ye no eno no mo beye.
Ba se ombehwe ehu se eni FIFA mrebia emwabra.
Say one thing is they just make a call to FIFA. Make sure, tell them what is happening in our country here, because I know football for like we per collaborating. Idea beboa because FIFA want standards or more idea more, but ye per se so idea be collaborating with the football people and make sure say ye be idea said ye nyama beto aso wano because I am football people ye jaimo mo aseju sa say ya
for Shem aka a doctor for nsem ne ade a won't mean kobi just a doctor for go so lawyer for Shem na mrasem ne hwan dinko me no mean ko office me lawyer okay
yeah
enti professionals via Shem a sa adwuma no omo wom edi dwuma wom no omo na ese kusia na omo ka ho nsem
yeah
then I say ma obi enye football person ma oni club ma onye join no club bia na ono na enkoka football for asema wo
awa
is that possible?
Feel so o person run football associate yourself with the football club,
yes,
and be part of football,
as simple as that.
Whether we like it or not, football people will continue to elect football person to lead football. Sure. But are we saying say obi oye football na nipa boni ni nti say ana omunni mu adwuma no ye nya obi onye football ni dia obi hu adwuma na?
That is a possibility because Edin has a Sergio Boy. These are people that have certificate to show. Say they are lawyers, they are doctors. Football people for no. Football people for no.
Of course,
expert. I was after them.
Oh my God!
Yes, I'm waiting for them to show their certificate. That's what they are experts.
I just
see as a doctor say, "I'm meeting to me for me my work. A qualification in Bamet. I'm a challenge them."
No. Also, man go school.
Yes. Football
people certificate.
Yes.
Lawyers.
It means
has a certificate.
No. Others football school.
Me catch and say certificate. No. And yet enough justification say nipa no the peri.
Because
the leader of the FA now is a certificated football administrator. But look at the mess.
Huh?
Me say, sir, and the football for no money certificate. Now make us say the leader of our football now is a certificated football administrator from UK. And so
he went to university at UK or a certificated football administrator.
Yentua soju ada Kessben television Kessben 943 Kessben 2.9 Accra. Awa wanu see.
Oh, Sergio no.
Okay.
In 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
You would feel
Ura Kofi Adam say football for GF for NTS is a president warning or day by say no appointee and the bed travel in first class. Omuntia says football for count.
Yes.
Football for somebody who wants to get into.
There be some Koya Blasters a Juma.
Okay.
Omu travel on the ticket of the government.
Okay.
Into Omuntia says we are school member, we are GFA president. Now we need to Koya first class no food. Into Muntia says so no yet
business.
Maybe business or economy, I don't know. But first class no. The next one be a Monday a bedroom dream we have before say papa then the formation of public interest committee.
Okay.
Which a GFA mraso mu for me. Nenso so more interest in Tiomum for me. You can the public interest committee the membership is supposed to be 5. Now 5 on pimpino. A bit to me a buyer appointees miensa maybe FA 4 million. They can also make it 3 from FA, 2 from government. Or what you want to say they liaise between the GFA and the government to serve the interest of the public. And over the years, the FA refused to form that committee.
And then I mean that do me no and I sorry. You same P I say anymore to and come on. Sunday got circles and was and member in a penny power Alexander Menu. Mamifa Kofi Toronto, Canada or say where on this earth should a person or family grieving travel to another place for a meeting? That doesn't make sense at all. To me, the Kotoko family should not go anywhere for any meeting organized by whoever, except at Kumasi. The GFA should respect tradition and Asantemai. Kofi Toronto, Canada, in the way Abba. Chairman.
Yes, boss.
But what say?
Legend Bakopao.
In the Yanko Pasipa.
Sure.
Okay. Chairman. There be an name survive now tree now tree media. There be a home quan. But the supporters in Ghana
no cruising.
Yeah.
They were cruising.
Yes.
So the unfortunate happened.
Just a day there copa. Poly would near train some near there.
Legend my menas na. Mention our chief on her phone na. Meno kasi nyame by night vigil. Ma enua poly. The channel exactly 1 week enua poly free mo.
Okay.
When me say last week Saturday na many poly timoto so ayeba meeting.
Oh.
We no say my elite man for moto mefa. Friday no me fear no papa. Dey dey on komo bi. Saturday oba me ho. Sunday and our time come be farm ya koya. You do table I do gate am here say you bi. Enkwa enyi ensem ampani ampa you na enkwa. Enkuta na o me do commercial ade care mo. Ti no ye ba ja ye be de yanko pass am be hire rest ah.
Na me pe no ye.
Ya me pe no ye ntech be supporters no. Ye yen ba be 5,000. Ye be no main gate be main gate on fantin be fantin no na one be vigil be night obi about for candle ye den. Ebra. Best of candle from 6 o'clock up to 9 or 8 na just in Japan.
Okay.
To be amrana in your connect or man yama. I feel so no and autopsy no so o mawi. Enti media material kra na legend na fe abubu mi kra o.
Okay. Oh.
Say the if say she's na hospital kra they according to doctor hospital kra see say the kra can be wu. Because I don't know almost say one heart ni mu 1.6 centimeters deep.
Wow.
The heart don't quite you. The heart in there. 1.6 centimeters.
Oh.
That means
deep cut.
Deep cut.
The guy is an expert.
Yes.
Yes.
Just one step.
And now moja almost say free mun say 1.5 liters. So when you're internal breathing.
1.5 liters.
1.5 liters.
What's the bottle Kessben?
What Bakunifa?
Bakunifa.
Kessben
1 liter.
Kessben 1 liter.
Wow.
1.5.
And I get 500 mil.
Yeah.
Timpanse 5 Kessben miensa.
Any more jams and I said the name things about one. They did good mukana a child the neighbor one.
No me catch them.
And I cry so any muno. Moja de you go mo. Ya na won kwanya na niswa. Akuma so a pumping mojena skanya kanwi. Sa kwado wadi ewu pa. Wadi ewu papa. Ti de asem nyina dan aban.
Any Ghana 1.5 and 1 liter.
1.5.
1.5.
Okay, it's 1.5. 1.5 and say. No back.
Medium no name say 750.
Okay. I'm say what is 1.5. Chairman no back no better. Wo actually black cloth on me film. I don't know. Oh. Tonight I did be na ha. Say mpanimfo se mema supporter bia so nte se. We ya be duru no kotoko bibia there so sa all donation na sa obeya.
Yeah.
Ma me Alexander Sarabenu from family no mama na on senis kana mame. E bia na anko.
Yeah.
For discuss me probability say be kwalkwal be na 0.1.
Yeah.
Nti say asante kotoko no aye mumu line a asante kotoko no adi ni mu. Ti e fa na man ntudwa. All bibia person so wa man ni so organ person send no. With pass na fa no mumu na man so bibi say nsuo drinks apa so de ba. With me kotoko secretariat wo odi no kwada so near Christian Village. And now so be comment sha himfia yi opem so radio hɔ no wura hɔ ma front desk hɔ no dot be ko be twa odi ya twa telephone na na de call de ba no ya twa de man pen for de aswati o send this kan so a e be compile listening na e be bobo obi edi nti sa ma me commit me abo de na no ato nti e momo la ne 0549 76 58 42 0549 76 58 42 Momo name ni Asante Kotoko Sporting Club Limited.
Okay.
Tisa oti di no kura na she say we are sure say we sika no nya de say be fa ba bi boni bia. Ti penifo so send sika no ba e be bo no na e bo dini na e be compile dini na ne e bo kakra be to all social media handles. Na enti say obi amra
because they also that body specifically say be we call oyirin ho be say we call mami ho be say we call emma ho no nyina mfa mra ho ana na say we dey obetimi
I know there
me kai madam for ba ko a o ka say open the number na was send 5,000 saa time na na program o de na ma na ma me de ma no menim so o de betuma
o de tuma ma na kama me fed Dr. Cry dey me fed Dr. Bonamane and no say there I don't think say bit me aka say change na one channel family but be no obi ho supporter o person was send me bi de boa say ye na be koso no ko ya tete obi friend me say obi a friend say omo ye fan bi da boa no na ye pese bisi because kotoko no we supporter untimi nya ade akotoko ne bata ho with your own powers ya on penform that team na no ho no because as ka say me chairman e bia baso bebrebe e me wi ase na den say bebrebe na ide na aba enti na happen kra ho e no no say ye for this directives opa so be contribute be boa kotoko no say ye na be na bia de ya e fa sa na ma we see so wo nso bia ya chobe body be ko drinks be boy ya chobe body be ko ye mpesa so ba na manfo be fa ho na ko je biska be wi ase na contribute ko no o manfo be bia frame
ko say dem go wi ase kada
yes be bia frame
accident scene crofo ko tutu crofo manya accident
me say kotoko matches almost kotoko supporters say that go wi ase ka
ko that cross pole at a point in time pole ka sin sika share bottom ye 1,000 cities I was telling you can ye there actually but we are is kana skenya 285 cities e dey nya
Pole na ka 7,000
oh is kana quality oh is kana quality
o kam yin na etie say o yi dem za ma
yes o is kana e wa ma me script for ni na huni but o toy na e ko is kana me be do fia me ko kan is kana o me 285 200 paper back 50 back 20 back 10 back na 5 cities back na account button
mawia
wasa so the who will be am found ye nwane wo no aka yi pa tie se ye kan humum ne mo management we so supporters me nsan ko ja fa mo management no so because we have a lot of this a lot to do a lot to do pa nya bia ye ne pa si bia ye be hwe ne ma ko me university na mu e betima abo wo kakra
me mo si number no so na fe ya ko sunwan ko hwe de ko so sunwan baba me nko doctor ho doc wadamfo na no se busum bia obema oba no 2,000 no akosi say
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Nti no say busume no so. No was in this can.
Okay. And also no chairman my aware.
Oh chairman am I aware.
Okay. Every month I say obema oba no 2,000 cities. O say na ebesi oba no so. Say plan so. 20 million every month. Kopim time obey the one can no. But every month o this can be ba. In the chairman the also no.
Ya
say the pan bebre be
say ya oba no krom pese me boni din a kire oba no. Ti the maye ne say otuawia na maye conference call no ne oba.
No oba na kasa.
At least onya ne number call.
Okay.
Legend anopaya na enya akọ free. Yenua minua fuzi ho.
Fuzi sunwai.
Evan Brahafo circus chairman.
Yeah.
Say police for so me here one of the security guards no wo ho a yeah we yan sika no to mo bo Habibu dini Habibu nso on say ade che obi akọ na dwuma so te me fe ko David on ozu kan tika na say no ka se ko David kema on ne na che sunwan ko ne ba no pe ya se nke be no na pokra be me ka se ko duru on ma no pe na e dey buy ntimi nwane nam kwa so we dey oko yeah ever ready say adan say bia skit pe free ho no me sa asem no kra hia che police for no adan say be mo pe bia no abibia was here me ka say no ankwane da man ko sunwan de bia me ko sunwan ma me fa kwanya say me ncha chief inspector Karim was sunwan regional police headquarters na papa no nya senketo o boy papa that way ko no ko to dwan kwa ma di that was where is the one ko
chief inspector Karim
yes chief inspector ko bi sa pa o ko ma dwan ma yede ma didi o mu nya boss bi ba de
God bless you
enti enu ano Mr. Messi a channel program no so a channel night vigil in honor of Poli no e be ba so anwumenu nsia na ko to bia oba fa o candle ye de be obet more than one craft fabra oba na onu ani be na be na no de bia ma no
e wa here for time
is 6 p.m.
Ewa he.
Baba ara sponsor dem any more be fountain any more no gates any more no hwana. Fountain main gate be fountain on the hwana. E be yen be hia.
Fountain Alomo Junction hono. Ai nyere be fa ko main gate hono. Okay.
Alomo Junction. Alomo Junction.
Umfa ho nyume na. Na resume.
Te hwana e be hia. Ye ne empany for na pen kram.
Special time bia na
mpanimfo nhyɛ ma me special tab ba men ka me say we shall kotokota de anya bad
okay
na se black kotokota de na se black anya bad because enu Poli we de kura no kotokota na hye no ne coat ni bibia ne ina no nyina na kotoko ni no church say God bless the king anya sem ketwa
Wow. Nti nyame di adom ochina. Chairman says 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Ina enkushia ho na
Wa betima ba
boy sunyan komo kakrai.
Yeah.
Dey na ekoso so far. Abibi ko dey.
Yes.
Ba he for dey achi wo mo. Ani
Sesia me no kasa mo ya chom ne nipa enson
7.
Ana ya ma emu mienu be.
Okay.
Ana emu enum no e police custody. That now oba me kasa oba na obedi matem no. There was another mami bia no kondo no so kakra chen de obedi matem. De obedi matem ni nya we me classmate. E nya fian sa.
Okay.
Ba ko no so kakra but ono no me complain ma mo did because man ti asem o kan even though na he was staring at me and walk but man ti o kan
okay.
But obi so okoy bibi etebi man nipa na case against him no e ko che no e be kan ho na woni me say according to sources no the oba wo emi anese no wo ba no te pragam te pragam na den rider na den ba ma che no okose enwuram no so no ni nua ono ne nua na di moto kofa ne nua no so a che no
wow
to ono ne kan man me nu ho no e dom ko afia pre-court a yare mandom to Monday ti Monday o mesan so ide akọ court don't forget they didn't catch na papa no personal body guide no no be call or go back to court on the 17th of this month
don't so no
on the be na o twe
the remand
yeah me the remand yes until on the 17th but we mu the o masa akọ Monday chi Monday ya no be ko ti say no the o mo kwan so mo ko scene ho ntom yes o mo pe ya kiskit for man mu gira ho ma ade ni sie na kasa nti ma ko David ye dey e ko ko na ekura mu a o condition kan be dey e wo no nti mo ko ma ko scene already no COP Lydia Donko do mo dey nka ko dada ono ko say na na fom se na mo ko ball
oh
na say ono akọ ni be bia
security
oni be bia ye ball na say ya dey have ni pa but na me ni ko ni legend abi bia ye be mane ai dey na check park na me ma hye me ko edan bia ni ho ana
ebrebi am be mane
be mane mainland so dey be Chester di mu kwan na me ma hye me because ko ho we shout from no nya we nkwan o this is their third season that time nya o first time o ka san sem ni ni ya first time o ka san sem time ka sa de no na e ball asuja na so free asia na mpenifo no Anton Swengu so na abapia bonta hihia manfo fie no what I say ntimi kwa da me empa me bo asanke sa ko normalization kwa ka be legend ka be boy
ke football no kra no ke yin
san ja football ko ne ko normalization de ye ko emle bi atwam me den ka be boy pa o
I see
na autonomous league na awole kana me pa ba me bo ano no me pa ba me bo ano no clubs na wose ade ho wose ade ho me see Alex Cotti no Joseph Ian fana kokoto George me huna me kasa no ho bi mu woni evidence I'm telling you senka on ko pa ne chawo da entro no hwato no so woni evidence na wo ye de no wo twesai sa ye ya me de acha da bia me de acha sa asoro sa na sa nyema ne mo no emfrim na sa da bia efefo BBC ya charge ada na still wo charge no you know so is not working for them ko ye ko ball atem sie nipa wu na da che man de na charge kotoko players ada na we de charge wo da ho to bi sine obeye obi adwuma na se asem se hooliganism no efefo na abo amasa de akoso because esi bebrebe se no bo mo na eguso sanka nipa anwu a bia nka ye ka different thing ye ni apole wo na wo no e de ya wa ba mu pa e de ya wa share kuma papa na obi frame na won tell as to why efefo no fresh om ni meet ya anko menche na won tell nte wo se na me twaso because I say what frame se menche dem na won tell that say was me twaso what I say but yesu ye wo reason tell anyere ya anko oh
okay
legend
na obi etise NS Buama oye general manager Millennium Marathon asma oka e caution asante kotoko statements ni hwan regarding Brantley ni wo no Ghana League ese koso with asante kotoko blah blah ni say emano attention
legend yempo de yanka so mun chobom ye de si amo so bobo na
it is attention okay yeah twaso na matise sika omudi ewura omako sre free efi ho the meeting no say 2 million Ghana cedis
for the World Cup
World Cup qualifiers me no aye eti
your budget
edru say nyame yaduma adwoda ye be hwe sansem no enso emu say enokre say enya nokre say they've submitted a budget of 2 million Ghana cedis to the government in respect of the 2 World Cup game 2 World Cup qualifiers into the 18 and it's been questioned from the presidency.
Thank you.
Ntina and also and 2 million Ghana cedis. You ever heard the figures near no credit?
No, the chart on the but it's been questioned.
Oh yes, yes. Abana senya dia obetu to sika ede agusa. We kwan obefa so a sa ne mani nyina no obema no aba e form ye papa. Yehu alleged killer no ne phone ni ade na nya tese ya tese ofri kato wo brekum ba ni parents nyina so won sua tre yehu pictures bi wa ha naro mfoni bi wo ha time na so na me court ni my question we different from back when ba first na and then nya no kre ba we no minim afina we so aba first
two cra na two I think about bontina
yeah
oh say no there am a picture na clear and say the alleged suspect say onuani enya hu say unuani de ani nipa kwa ye pen so
Emena so ye peje mu pa Gambi 4141 hey Alomo Junction pa I've been there before so those days we really enjoyed at the Alomo Junction you're talking about pa Gambi 4141 and the assembly and so I'm also ako yes
general sorry we the Asante Kotoko former board member Mr. JY Edu
oh okay
and then ne yire ye Janet Mr. Edu we the only busuane kafra nti me no ka say nze odampem a umobema so a na eye na nkasa wa piedu ene due Mrs. Agnes Datson
okay
and so nim say yenu asabuto so de no
yes
say de omo de ahye 18th
okay
na otweda no beba ndi ebenya na eni akani sabuto
please tell the ship dealer plain word is not cheek okotu Mr. Fikudo Fiano plain word is not cheek. If he's that rich, he should give you just $100,000 cash or check. Only couple is one. Could you can say no canon, only couple. Could have your own slow a crowd
1,000.
Yes, or mama $1,000.
Naka $100.
Oh no, baby. Who says that I will have $1 a crib on your more
yes, it will be Tiana.
I'm up in the Kuchan one is or $200
from $100 which Shannon is saying $100 Shatawal in the twin or from
breaking news up next at the moon. I said the in some how do a best weekend.